you guys are adventuring in the lands of Toivoa and have come around the world after doing some hopping around. You've decided to help the paladin known as Sison in his quest to get rid of a drug cartel that is roaming Toivoa, spreading a chemical known as purple frenzy. This narcotic causes people to bleed from the eyes and eventually die. It's a super nasty substance and causes people to suffer terribly. To that end, he asked for assistance. You guys have joined up with him and made your way to Bourbon, seeking a source of the purple frenzy. Bourbon is here. Bourbon is, for lack of a better term, a hive of scum and villainy. Fiends and evildoers roam the streets, and Saphira has some history here. Last week, you dealt with an individual, a property owner in the area, who you interrogated and got some information about the situation. Now, you have left his establishment, but I'm not sure where you intended to go. The question is, as you find yourselves out on the city streets, what would you like to do?
I thought we were like in the middle of trying to decide what to do with that guy in the house. What's his name?
Yep.
Shoot. Not Vic. Is it Victor? No, not Victor. That was the low.
Talking about Leandro?
Not Leandro. The
Fernando? Are you talking about the individual that you are questioning?
Yes, that guy.
Okay, gotcha.
What was his name? Like, I'm trying to find him. I have it in my notes somewhere.
I believe it's Fernando.
Fernando? Okay, it is Fernando. I didn't write his name down. I was like, why? Where is his name? I describe him and write a bunch of notes about him, but don't write his name down.
It's a good thing you could recognize him if you saw him. That's the important thing.
Yeah, I think we were questioning Fernando, and then we were deciding what to do about him.
Juan Francisco Bolea, sorry.
Francisco? Oh, it's you're right.
Juan Francisco Bolea.
So, what are you gonna do with this guy? I mean, we should probably talk in private about this. Let's step back for a moment.
Well, the good news is we do have. Actually, no, I guess we don't all have Brady's private Discord server up. I think.
Oh wait, you're right. Yeah, let's just do that. And then Riza just looks at Sizen and starts talking in his head. So, yeah, this guy, like, I think if we just leave him here, I'm pretty sure that that one of the gosh, what's their name? One of the what are the brothers? The something brothers. God, names. The McCain. Yeah, one of the McCain brothers is gonna like send an assassin after him and kill him. So that would not be ideal. Maybe we could talk to McCain about it and be like, hey, if we wipe his mind, maybe they'll leave him alone. Or we could try to give him some protection. Or we could just status quo and just let him die.
I think all things could. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was just wondering for wow, names. The big ass hat. Why are they working for him?
Oh, Lord Leandro, why are they working for him? Because he was blackmailed. No, it wasn't for money. He's being blackmailed. Essentially, if he doesn't work for him, they're just gonna kill him.
Well, no, that's the drug dealer. I'm wondering why the McCain brothers are working for him.
Oh,
yeah,
money. Money. Absolutely money.
Yeah, as far as I can see it, the McCain brothers are going to be the enforcers here. They know who this guy is now well enough. We're saying all this in our head. I believe the McCain brother that arrived is currently outside. I think we kind of
Yes,
shoot around a little bit.
I
He
forgot.
knows who
I'm
it is.
outside too.
Oh, well, you can still hear us, though.
It's
Saphira, though,
yeah.
cannot.
Fira cannot. Lol.
Yeah, they know who he is. He's basically dead in the water. Even if we wipe his memory, he betrays them once. Why would they ever give him the chance to betray him again? I don't
Money?
have a deep love for this guy, clearly, being one of the people spreading frenzy. But on the other hand, hearing what he's going through and seeing the city as a whole, I do understand people doing what they have to survive. I'm offering protection. I also don't know how on the table that is, because I don't know how well we're going to be able to protect ourselves in this.
I don't know if we can. Yeah, I don't know if we can protect him if we can't easily protect ourselves either. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have a short chat with the McCain guys and say, hey, if we wipe his mind, are you going to murder him still? And then if the answer is yes, then we don't bother.
Honestly, I think our best chance. I think even bringing it up with the McCain brothers just kind of almost giving them more ammunition in some ways. Because knowing that we care about him, it could even be bad for us. I think our best case scenario would maybe telling him to lie low somewhere and trying to pick him up when we leave the city, either closer to the edge of town, somewhere closer to where we'd have to leave to go back to our boat, or somewhere else that he knows where to hide, and then giving him some sort of signal when we're ready to leave.
Okay. I guess we could try that. He probably will still die, but at least it gives him a chance.
It's best of a bad scenario for him.
Well, he wants to be the bearer of bad news.
I feel like Tashi's really good with bad news.
Daddy?
I'm sorry. I'm still outside.
Yeah,
What
we know.
bad news are we
You
getting
can't
here?
hear us.
I know. I was just.
Oh, the
I
bad
am
news being
focusing.
you're probably going to get killed by some assassins, but your best chance of survival would be to lay low, and we'll pick you up when we leave the city if you're still alive.
Is he standing next to you?
I'm talking in our minds. He can't hear us.
I know, but
He's still tied up.
Saphira's doing something, and if he's just next, just tell him. Just say the things you said. But
We're
out
doing
loud,
those good.
so
You
he
just
can
can't
hear.
see it.
Okay, fine. I'll just do it. Hey, Juan.
Yes?
So, good news, bad news.
I prefer the good news. You can keep the bad.
Well, you're gonna need to know all of the news in order to understand what to do. The bad news is, I'm pretty sure that, Lord Leandra's headhunter over there, the McCain, one of the McCains, I think they want to hunt your head. I'm pretty sure. But, if you try to lay low, maybe disguise yourself, go into hiding for a bit, we could agree on a location to pick you up once we're done with whatever we're doing here in the city. It might be hard, but
I would be open to that. Absolutely, yes. I wouldn't want to be beheaded or anything like that. Please, where could we meet? Could we do this clandestinely?
yeah, I don't... Saphira, you know this city, decently well, right? I mean, know any good hiding spots? Any good places to meet up?
Saphira is not in the server at the moment.
Oh. No, but I'm not talking, I'm talking out
Saphira,
loud,
do
though.
you know any good hiding spots?
I was talking out loud, though, no?
Saphira's outside. We're inside.
Oh, she's outside. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're right next to Aaron McCain. So
Yep.
Yeah. That's good. I'm just asking. Do you happen to know any good hiding spots in the city?
oh, of course I do. Actually, I just found. Oh, say it out loud. No.
Oh,
Um,
it's a secret.
I.
That's the best kind. All right, just
Well,
Well, I've seen this actually. You just look at me and then raise an eyebrow, and then I'll understand what you mean.
I. I look at Tati, and I raise my left eyebrow and my right eyebrow, left twice, and right 3 times.
Okay. Yeah, in my head, I'm going to relay to Sizen and Ruzid. I think Josh should just run for the swamp.
Can you hide
Yeah.
somewhere, either A, in the swamp, or B, close nearby?
I know the swamp's a tough spot, but it's probably the best option.
We're saying that to Juan.
Yeah, we're
trying
saying
to
that
see-
to the
Okay,
one.
okay. So you actually say that? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you able to hide in the swamp, or at least somewhere nearby to the swamp?
But it's filthy out there. Well, that would be. Well, I suppose it's better than dying. I suppose we could totally do that. I could get into a tree. I'm sure that the crocodiles can't climb trees, right?
Probably
I'm saying
not.
this in my head. He's so dead. There's 0 chance of him surviving this.
It's better than staying here. It's better than staying here.
Maybe stay somewhere on the outskirts of town, close to the swamp. If you can find a safe spot or know someone who can hide you there for a little bit.
I'll do my best.
Yes.
Are you sure you can just take me somewhere safe now?
I guess we could. You just
Well,
can't
we're
stay with
gonna
us
go.
for a long while. We kind of attract danger, if that makes sense.
Well, that explains a lot, I'm afraid.
We're very
Eh.
attractive bunch.
So, Toddy, what do you think of beating this guy out to some spot and then letting him go for there?
Yeah, I could be his death talon.
Are you saying that in the way that, like, Death Talon's a companion, or in the way that, like, Death Talon just randomly murders people?
I mean, well, we don't know what happened to Joshua, but I mean, I'll escort him.
Tati escorting
I don't know,
someone just has bad connotations, just saying.
We don't know what happened to Joshua. Well, I mean, I guess better than nothing. Okay. So here's the deal, Juan. Our friend Toddy's gonna help escort you to a more secure location, and then you're gonna have to take it from there.
Very well. Sure that I can just, bring on a couple suitcases. I'm sure that someone could be very strong and carry them for me.
We'll give
If
you
it's just Toddy,
5
she can't
minutes
carry much.
to fit whatever you can in a small bag you can carry with you. Nothing rolling. And also, we're going to be following you as you're packing. But go fast.
Very well. And he's going to try to stand up and realize he's tied.
I untie him.
You untie him? Okay. You untie this very pathetic business owner, and he will get up and rub his wrists. Thank you, I appreciate that. Come with me. You said you were going to follow me. You don't have to, you understand? I'm just going to be right behind the curtain. It's okay. I'll be right back. I'm not going anywhere. And he
Okay.
goes
I know you
to
won't
the
be, but
stage.
I'll be coming with you too. I'm going to follow right behind him.
Okay. He looks very nervous as he goes up on the stage. It's not necessary. After all, it's all fine. You don't need to bother yourself. After all, it's a mess. It's okay.
Let him? Yeah.
Honestly, keep this in mind. If I just leave and you run off, you probably die faster than if we take you, hide you somewhere, and then maybe get you out of the city.
Fine. He opens the curtain for you. Behind the curtain, there are 64 crates, and they are all labeled Frenzy.
Only one of them has frenzy. The others are mysterious.
One has a goat, one has a car.
I mean, he's a distributor. I wouldn't expect anything less. Not a huge shack.
I mean, this is enough to. Hey, do we want to blow up the city? I'm just wondering, because I'm saying this in my head. He's not hearing this.
I don't know if that would blow up the city. Definitely blow up this house.
I mean, we had like what, 3 or something figureheads worth before, which would have been enough to make a huge crater in a city. 64 crates is a pretty massive amount.
I mean, as much as part of me loves wanton destruction, I'm not really sure that that's a good game plan to actually get us what we want.
No, I agree, but on the other hand, this is also a very evil place that causes a lot of harm. I'm not exactly against, at least maybe a targeted strike on the capital or something, like,
I guess. I mean, I guess we could put all this crud in like a pocket dimension or something. I don't know. That'd be kind of a cool idea.
I don't think we could fit it all in like a single bag of holding, but
definitely not.
You could fit one crate in the bag of holding with
definitely.
Else.
Yeah.
Really gotta meet some wizards.
You guys have seen how some of this reacted. I haven't really seen it blow up. How much do you think all of these crates together would like? What sort of damage would that do if we actually did blow them up?
I don't freaking know. I mean, it's gonna be big.
It does depend on what kind of shrapnel you set up.
Probably gonna make a really big fire, that's for sure.
But we also can't just leave this here. One way or another, we've got to destroy this.
I mean, we kind of can, though. I mean, what? We like we said earlier, we kind of need to just go for the source at this point. Destroying all this frenzy isn't gonna. It's just gonna draw more attention to us.
I hear you, but on the other hand, if we don't destroy it, even if we do destroy the source, all this will still be out there. I mean, we could always do the tiny hut explosion again. That's a very valid.
I guess that's not a bad idea. That could work, maybe.
Probably wouldn't take that long.
Is he done packing yet?
Distributors of this level are there in the city?
Oh, well, I don't know for sure, but I'm sure I'm not the only one. After all, they don't tell us who the others are. Otherwise, we, ensure that we didn't have the competition.
And there's a lot of frenzy. What's he packing?
He's packed up some clothes. Roll a perception check, because he's.
I'm watching to see if he's putting any frenzy in his bag. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's getting that good stuff.
Did you beat a 9? Yeah, he has absolutely tried to grab an entire bag out of a crate.
I'm gonna slap that out of his hand.
It spills onto the floor.
We're giving you one opportunity here. I want you to keep that in mind. We're doing you a favor. If you try and take any more of this out of here, or try and cause any problems, we have no reason to be protecting you.
Very well.
We're only protecting you just because we kind of feel bad.
But it's worth so much.
More than your life?
No, I suppose
I didn't
not.
think so.
But that bag alone is worth thousands of gold.
True. Well, we'll keep that in mind.
You're going to make me destitute.
Was that Saphira?
Well, it seemed like you were pretty unhappy being rich over here, at least, because it seemed like your life was constantly being threatened by that Leandro guy. So I don't
know. I'll go. I'll leave it. He looks longingly after the powder that's spilled all over the floor. And he will start walking away with his bag of clothes, a couple of little pictures that have been painted, and a set of keys.
Yeah, we don't need keys. He's fine. All right, Tom, you gonna find somewhere to store him, I guess?
Hey, Severe, I'm gonna go for a short walk. I'll be right back.
Okay. He's
I
going
head back
to
inside and meet up with Jose.
Okay. So, you walk in and talk to Juan Francisco? Awesome.
Got a back door?
He smiles. Do I? And he intentionally looks at Sison.
You've got it.
Oh, you
He's in
mean
charge of
a
you
physical
now.
back door. I'm sorry. Um, not a metaphorical one, I'm afraid. But yes, this way. An exit, you mean? Yes, right this way. And he is going to guide you towards the rear exit of the establishment.
I'll follow him out and try to make sure we're not being followed by anybody else.
Okay? Unless one of the members of the party follows you, you'll be unfollowed.
Not following.
It's so harsh. I'm losing all my internet friends.
Okay? Cool. So you're able to go out into the alley. It's dark, wet, a couple rats run across the way. It stinks. There's dead things back here that you can't even identify. They're just masses of flesh and bones that are decaying. They're being eaten by a variety of vermin. Even the raccoons can't wash the filth away of these things.
The poor little washing bears. In case you missed it, my name's Tati. How fast can you run?
Not very. I'm a businessman. Why?
That's okay. I also can't run very, very fast. I mean, I can run pretty fast, but let's go.
Okay. He's going to try to keep up with you. The dude is slow.
I'm not actually trying to ditch him. I'm gonna fuck with it. I'm just curious if he can run. He can't. That's okay.
He can run, but he's not going to run for long, and he's not going to run well. With the
Does he have a
loafers
weapon?
he's got. I'm sorry?
Do you have a weapon?
Does he have a weapon? He does have a weapon.
I'm not talking about his pants.
He does have a weapon. He did pick up a dagger that he has in his possession.
Does he look like he can use it?
No.
Oh, good. Okay. Does he look like he can fake it?
Yes.
Fantastic. Then let's fake it through the city. Because the city's pretty dangerous, and that's probably our best bet.
Okay. Cool. Can I get your deception check?
Yep. Okay.
Deception check comes in eventually with a 9.
Ouch.
Tati, as you
Yeah.
are headed off through the alleyways, you're very obviously paying attention to your surroundings. Juan Francisco is very aware that you are being cautious and begins getting frightened by the situation.
Oh.
You can hear footsteps down the alley behind you guys, following at a distance.
Are they heavy footsteps or light footsteps?
They are light footsteps, and there are 3 pairs of them.
Fantastic. Let me hook an arm into Juan's elbow and just ask him, how long have you lived in Bourbon?
All my life I was born here. After all, I was born somewhere, and you did. What is that? Oh, there's something coming. Can we go?
Yep. Absolutely. What is
How do you
above
stay
us
so
in
fit?
the city?
You look up, and you can see flying fiends in the air passing across the alleyway. They're not interested in you at all.
Fantastic. I am. Fantastic. Uh, have you been here since before Ormond had all these fiends, or has it been like this the whole time you've been here?
No. These are, why are we talking? It's going to attract attention. We've got to get going. I've been here. They've been here my entire life. My parents said that they didn't exist before them. But what is that? It's a roach. And he throws the roach on you.
Roach?
Yeah, cockroach.
He picked up a cockroach and threw it on me.
It fell on him, and he has thrown it on you.
Okay. Fantastic. I mean, I guess I catch a cockroach?
You catch a cockroach right into your hands, where the nice little wings flutter against you before it falls and hits the ground.
Oh, poor guy. Yeah, I mean, I do you not like bugs?
I don't like any of this. Are you sure I'd die if I went back to my establishment? Because this is horrid. We've got 3 more blocks. Can we hurry?
We can hurry. I mean, some of us can hurry faster, but for sure we can both hurry.
He is toe running. If you've ever seen the individual's toe running, this is how he runs. So sorry for this guy.
I mean, lengthen your ride, man. Like, just stretch your legs.
That shit? Oh goodness, how foul. Mother. He keeps running with you. You guys
It is amazing. It's just amazing that you've lived in the city so long, and maintained your sense of disgust.
Well, you understand. We have to choose an alley. We could have used the city streets. They're at least cleaner.
Yeah,
Roll an insight check.
I'm kind of taking his. I would love to do an insight check. That's my other really good one. So
Yeah.
here we go.
The 19, Tati. This guy is used to living the high life, and because of his deals and his trade, he doesn't do back alley deals. He is quite wealthy and gets treated well. He is a drug dealer in a town that thrives on that sort of trade. He's wealthy, and while his establishment looks like crap, he's fairly well-to-do. There was easily 100,000 gold worth of drugs in the shop that you just left. He's not poor.
Well, now he is. So, but no, I can understand that it's probably a big adjustment to step outside of the house into the shitty and death splattered alleys. I've got some sympathy. That's all right. I'm just gonna kind of rely on him to know the direction that we're going, and then hang back just like a pace or two so that I can guard him a little better.
Okay. Cool. Awesome.
And if he continues to freak out, I'm just going to keep asking him questions about life in Bourbon.
All right. You guys can pick your way through the alleys to the edge of town, where you can find a burnt out building that has a couple hidey holes in it that he could probably stay in until you guys come for him.
So this is called a crate. And if you go inside and we just tap the nails on the lid shut there. They'll hold pretty well, and no one will know you're here.
You're gonna nail me inside of a crate?
I mean, yes.
What if I have to go?
If you have to go outside of the crate,
Well, you understand bodily functions and everything.
well, I mean, you can get out of the crate by breaking it, but it will be difficult to get back in the crate afterwards.
I think I can break a crate? I left my crowbar
Oh, it's
back
really
in the
easy.
shop.
You need a crowbar?
Well, how do you open crates?
With a crowbar. I have one. I'm not just boasting. I mean, I'll let you have it if it's something that you need.
Oh, well, if I need to get out, of course I'll need it. Thank you.
Okay.
And he holds his hand out for your crowbar.
Yeah, he's welcome to the crowbar. I'm also going to take out my magic chalk and mark the box that I put him in.
Okay.
So I'm just going to make an invisible, except to me, mark.
All right.
Oh, wait. Let me double check how this chalk works. Hold on. Let's see. Visible or invisible. If an invisible mark is made, detect magic will cause it to glow and be visible, so great. But not necessarily understandable. And the mark can't be dispelled. Yeah, I'll put a mark on the box just so I don't confuse him and pick up a different box later.
Okay.
And let me make sure my crowbar is not in my inventory. There you go. You have a crowbar now. You want a candle?
No, I think being in a crate with a candle's a bad idea.
I think so too. I just offered it because sometimes people have different ideas about what's good.
I understand that being in an enclosed space with an open flame is hazardous to your health.
At least the box is made of wood, and it might catch fire.
Well, that too.
All right. Do you have any rations on you?
Rations. Oh, I forgot food.
I'm going to give him 2 days worth of rations
Okay.
and a water skin.
And a water skin. Okay.
Okay.
You're so
Let's see.
kind. That's so strange.
I'm
Why
going
are
to
you
put you
doing
right
all
inside
this?
this box. If I had the time, I would give you a nice toy too, but I don't have the time. So I'm going to put you in there. I am just going to give you one more thing because it might be a little while before it's safe to come back for you. Well, here's 2 things. The first being instructions. If for any reason you think you have to leave the box and you can't stay in the barn, go straight into the swamp and cut directly that way. I'm going to point out the azimuth for you.
Okay.
The swamp has a lot of creatures in it that probably eat people, so it's really dangerous. I would avoid going in there if you could, but if it's better than what you face out here, go that way. It'll only take about 3 days.
3 days.
But if you can, well, just in case, if you can stay in the box and you get bored, here is some paper. You can write down anything that you want people you leave behind to remember, and I will make sure that they get the letters and the information. Nobody at all. In that case, what we usually recommend is if you don't have anybody that you know is going to remember you, and to be fair, that's not the same thing as having nobody, it's just nobody you know. If you don't have anybody like that, then you should use the same effort to think about who you want to remember.
I'll remember you.
Okay, so here's the paper and a little bit of charcoal.
Thank you. He wipes his face with the
And I'm
charcoal,
just-
leaving black smears across his face.
Fantastic. I'm just gonna lightly hammer this crate back together. What was in this crate, by the way? Okay.
What had been originally in this crate would have been fruit and like bananas. So there's the rotten banana mush from 3-week-old bananas.
Well, Coin would love the fruit flies that are gathering right here. But, we'll leave that for later. Tap, 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 tap.
You have nailed this guy.
I think this Joshua is going to live much longer than the previous one.
Hopefully.
Oh boy.
All right. I'm going to do a pass around the house, do my best to make sure it looks like no one has been in it recently. Make sure nobody is spying on us or following.
Sure.
Do a little bit of tracks covering, and sneak back into the city.
Okay.
How's it going out there? It's tidy.
Oh, I think he's gonna think about what his life is like for a little while, and if he's still alive, we'll be able to find him, I think.
Okay. I guess hopefully we're not here for too long.
Well, I wasn't sure if you wanted me to, go back all the way to a safe spot.
No.
I think it'll be okay. And I gave him some tools to prepare himself if anyone does catch up and kill him.
Okay. Well, it's better. It's a greater than 0% chance, which was the chances he had when he stayed. If he stayed where he was.
All right. Are you guys still at the drug dealer's house?
Yeah, we're just hanging out here, waiting for you to come back.
All right. I'll be back. The streets are kind of they just require a little bit of attention as you walk through them.
Yeah, I understand.
I'll be right there.
You guys wait for the 15 minutes it takes for Tati to return.
Okay.
He only went 15 minutes away. That poor man is dead.
He's locked in a crate right now with a crowbar, 2 days worth of rations, and a water skin.
He's probably fine. He's gonna think about his life.
I love how this is
If he
Tati's
makes
version
it, if he survives past this ordeal, maybe he'll have a new outlook on his life moving forward.
Goddamn.
Did I tell you I took like 3 months of priesthood? So I'm pretty much a spiritual leader now.
So, huh. Oh yeah. Let's just go with the McCains now and get our shit sorted out here. I guess we'll go save him later if he's still there.
Me realizing I've been muted for a super long time. Anyway, I'm very smart and good with technology. Before we go anywhere, I think we need to figure out what we're gonna do with Frenzy.
Oh yeah, the frenzy. I mean, we could blow it up in the dome.
I think if we're just gonna straight leave it here with no plans, we definitely destroy it in the dome. It is a potent weapon, which if we're trying to straight up take down the city, we could use.
Blow up
but
the
it would-
center tower with this much frenzy, I think. Like
That's
that,
kind of
that
what
whole...
I'm picturing. Like, if we want to actually take down Leandro, I mean, of course, we would not do that before Saphira gets a chance to speak with him or anything.
So how are we even gonna, like, get all of this in place anyways to do the big boom, as
I
it were.
guarantee you Bryn's got something in that hat that can help.
I guess.
Yeah.
I know what.
Give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna go sit in this corner and think about that.
Okay.
And Bryn will go over into the corner, bring out a piece of paper, and start writing limericks.
As he
Nice.
does.
Could we just lock it up and deal with it later?
That's definitely. I worry about something happening to it while we're gone, for sure. Someone taking it away and moving it. I'd much rather destroy it than have that happen.
I mean, I'm
but
not super upset if that happens.
I am.
I feel like if they take it away and do anything with it this much, they're not likely to get far.
That's kind of true as well.
Yeah, but it can be split up pretty easily. I mean, I hear what you're saying. Do we think... I hate to just leave it. I do worry about something happening. And I feel like the odds of us actually using it are fairly low. I feel like it would just be the safest bet to destroy it.
Funny that you think destroying all of this frenzy is the safer option.
Yeah, I don't think it's safer. It might make you feel better, though.
I'm down for some fire.
Fire's fine.
I mean, we have we can set up the tiny hut again, assuming Bryn has that set up, and just...
Does that thing even have a floor?
It does not.
Yeah.
Honestly, that sounds less spectacular.
I don't know. It sounds more dangerous. Like if it doesn't have a if you're compacting the explosion so that it only comes out through the floor of the hut, it's gonna like, you kind of use it as like a weapon. What if you like packed all the explosives in the dome and then directed the bottom of the dome at the tower, and it's gonna be like a laser beam of death?
That's pretty good.
I don't know enough about physics to say that doesn't work.
Exactly.
How many crates fit in the dome?
3.
Boo.
Can I roll a history check to see if I do remember that it was rope trick, not tiny hut? Because I am realizing that as well.
Oh, it was rope trick. I remember now.
You can roll a history check, sure. Beat a 10. Yeah, you remember.
Okay. So we can safely destroy it if we can do rope trick.
Oh. Yeah. Guess.
Can we do rope trick?
I don't know how to cast that spell.
I mean, we'd have to check with Bryn, see if he's got it available at the
Let's
moment.
see if Bryn has rope trick at the moment. Let's see. Rope trick. He does not currently have rope trick prepared.
That's off the table.
I say we just leave it here for now.
Alright, my last idea, is there any way to set up a remote detonation?
That sounds super dangerous.
So you're just gonna let it ride? You're just gonna make a gigantic
How about just a
fucking
lock?
explosion?
Like we could just we could put a really good lock on it and then disguise it.
You can walk through walls.
Yes, but not too many people can.
That's fair. Alright.
Everyone else on the party that I've tried to make walk through a wall has bounced off.
Well, I can walk through walls by destroying them.
That's true. Sometimes the walls bounce off you.
Correct.
Depends on the wall.
Most of them.
So disguises and locks?
Guess disguises in locks.
So disappointed.
I don't like just
remember.
leaving all this here. That's all I'm saying. It's dangerous for a lot of reasons.
Well, we're not leaving it here. We're just coming back to it at a later time.
I feel like this is coming back to it at a later time. Like we're gonna go back to that guy locked in the crate, where it's like, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh god.
The future
What have
is
I
very
done?
hard
I'm
to
supposed to be
predict,
doing
Tyson.
good things.
The future is hard to predict. We just do the best that we are able to do, and we try very hard.
I've seen this group's best. That's why I'm worried.
I feel like you said something hurtful just now.
That's my bad. That's my bad. You know.
Okay. What would be good? Let's see. I can pick up either locksmithing
Take the
or
inspiration lesson. Damn it. Oh, man.
For being an asshole.
That's lore accurate.
Okay.
Can I take a look at the security measures on this room? The hinges, the locks,
Sure.
and see what I can do to improve them.
Yeah. Anything you do will improve them.
Fantastic. Don't tell size.
So, what exactly do you do?
What's that?
What do you do to the locks?
I am going to start by getting these bozos out of the room. I'm going to lock up the hinges, like put wire around them so that they don't move very well.
Okay.
And lock up the lock. But then the real barrier to anyone coming in here is we're going to put like what would be a good warning? Let's see. Outbreak and diseases. It's a little common here. How about a sign? Oh wait, I have it. It's so obvious. I want to put a sock on the doorknob.
Okay. Whose sock are you putting on the doorknob?
Well, this room did belong to Jose, so I'm going to grab one of his socks.
One for Cisco.
I will
okay.
say, while you're doing this, I am going to be searching the place a little bit in terms of just seeing if there's any, like, you know, records of who he's been doing business with, where it's coming from, random things laying about, anything exciting.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Roll your investigation check. Okay. Thank you. You look around, you find nothing of interest.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, Tati. You've set
Okay.
this all up. You put one of Juan Francisco's socks on the doorknob.
Mm-hmm. Let's go make sure that McCain guy didn't kidnap Saphira.
What color sock did you put on the doorknob?
Oh, he probably has like fancy socks.
Indeed.
I'm gonna find one of those like super thin black socks that looks almost like women's pantyhose, but somehow
Uh-huh.
is for a man.
Yep.
Put
Dress
one of
up.
those on there.
Okay.
I think we said
Very
the same.
familiar with it. Yep. Same thing. Yep.
I'm just throwing it out there. Should we just take the doorknob off?
What? No, I'm good. Size him. What I'm doing right now is disguise to indicate that the owner of the room is inside and preoccupied, and that it would be really, really bad for anybody to try to come through, unless they want to be involved also.
I need to hear Syson's insight check here.
You don't need to hear the insight check. He's never heard of this before.
Okay, thank you.
I just feel like it would be more useful to take off the handle.
I mean, he's not exactly my type, so I probably wouldn't go in there.
Right? And because he's so powerful, who knows exactly what is going on behind the door and what you might accidentally become involved in.
Oh boy.
I mean, I guess.
Here, the richer people are,
Sure.
the more bizarre their kinks are.
You're not wrong.
Do you know?
I mean, I don't, but I feel like that would make sense.
Oh, good.
I mean,
So I think we're all set here. For real, can we make sure that nobody kidnaps Saphira?
yeah, let's do that.
Oh yeah, we should check on that.
I walk outside.
Aaron, McKean, and Saphira are out front, hanging out, I assume, Saphira?
Yeah, I have been writing something down, and I'm trying to get him to sign it based on what he had promised verbally. I'm
Okay.
going to post that in there.
Oh, goodness. All
Roll
right.
for legalese.
I think you should read this for us, please.
Yes, please.
I, Aaron McCain, being a sound mind and free will, attest that, to the best of my knowledge, Leandro Cervantes will pay a bounty for rendering Saphira, also known as Benedicta Vallejo, into his presence. I agree that upon full payment of the full value of the bounty, I will pay half its value to Saphira. Neither I nor my associates will deliberately do anything to cause the value of the bounty to be decreased or voided. If Saphira refuses to honor this contract, the obligation is rendered null and void. Should I continue?
Yep.
Continue.
A Saphira, also known as Benedicta Vallejo, in a sound mind and free will, promise that I will allow Aaron McCain or anyone designated by him to promptly escort me to Leandro Cervantes without resistance until Cervantes pays out the full value of the bounty. Neither I nor my associates will cause deliberate harm to Aaron McCain or his associates, nor will I or my associates deliberately inhibit Aaron McCain's efforts to promptly escort me to Leandro Cervantes. If Cervantes refuses to honor the bounty, the obligation is rendered null and void. All provisions in this contract come into force immediately once it has been signed by both Aaron McCain and Saphira, also known as Benedicta Vallejo. It cannot be modified without the express and willing consent of both parties. I used to know a lawyer friend.
Uh-huh.
Definitely some loopholes, but we'll skip over it. We're good.
Aaron is going to look at it. I would like to modify it to include any negligent action as well.
Good. That's good. I like that.
Oh,
Wait,
I mean,
so you're
obviously,
making this contract to deliver
we-
yourself to him?
we would never do anything negligently, only intentionally and willfully. But I will agree to that term.
Very well. So, he will ask you to sign it first.
I will agree.
Okay. And
Sign it.
he looks at you as you signed it, and he smiles. Easiest bounty I've done in years. And he signs the paper.
You know, you're really quite the sly fox, Saphira.
Well, yes, but also
I have been called a fox before.
we should think about the fact that Saphira, you're going to just straight up walk in there, hands down. It's the very center of everything where your memory may have been wiped before. Like, should we not have a backup plan or something?
An extraction plan?
So what exactly is the plan once
Oh.
we get in there, Saphira? Like, you're gonna claim the bounty, you're gonna get half the bounty, then what? We're gonna fight? We're gonna run away? I don't see what part 2 is here.
Oh, part 2 is either he really does just want to talk and therefore he lets me go afterward, or he wants to do more than talk, but we're really good at getting ourselves out of sticky situations. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They talk about Lord
They might be
Leandra like
right.
the type who sucks your soul out, and I don't know if I fought anyone like that before. So I'm just saying it might be a difficult opponent. So I mean, we could get a backup plan. I bet I bet a Brain could pull some crap out of his hat and maybe we teleport away. Things are looking dire.
And I recognize that it is a little bit more risky than most of the things that we do and that I tend to listen to, but I want on.
It's your bounty right
I'm
now.
going to get them. And also, like, how many people get to say that they collected on their own bounty?
It's pretty
Right.
funny.
Would be pretty epic. How big is your bounty right now?
I probably should have written that down in the contract first. Aaron, how big is the bounty right now?
Last time I saw it, 240,000 gold.
There you have it.
God damn, you need 120k. Though I don't think someone's paying 120k just to chat with you. To be frank. Or 240k.
Do you actually know why he wants Saphira or anything behind the reason why the bounty's be getting so high?
You ask Aaron that?
Yeah, why not?
Roll a persuasion check. Ooh.
Ooh,
With a 26.
ask a paladin to perform.
She has something he wants.
Do you know what it is?
No, it's not in the contract. And it's not my place to ask. You don't become a professional like me by asking too many questions. You deliver the goods, you get paid, you move on. Next job.
That's how I think about it too. Never ask any questions, just go right into it.
I'm gonna whisper in everyone's head except for Saphira because we still can't speak with her. So they definitely gonna want to like pull that key out of her chest, right?
If they know about it. Maybe they just want the other thing.
Oh yeah, true. She could have stolen the other things and put them in the chest.
Wait, but what's gonna happen when they find out there's no key?
Well, that's what I'm concerned about.
I think there's gonna be a lot of murder, if you ask me. Well, attempted murder. I think we can win.
I don't know if we're gonna beat the guy that touches people and tears out souls in his place of power with no preparation.
Don't get touched.
For instance, Bryn's looking really sleepy right now. Like, I never like our odds when Bryn looks sleepy.
He waves his hands. Working!
See, Bryn at his best would have that written in 2 seconds.
So when is this contract gonna be
Fuck
executed,
you!
Saphira?
He flips you off.
Yeah, like when is this gonna happen? Do we have time to prepare?
Well,
I
I've
was
got
thinking that's
Saphira
what
in
he-
my sights, and we're supposed to go and take care of this now, according to the contract.
Damn.
Hey, Aaron, out of curiosity, what sort of fee would you require for us to hire you for something?
Depends on the job.
Maybe if we pay you like part of the Saphira's cut in this contract, could we pay you to help us against the Leandra or something?
Or more, just make sure we get out alive.
Can't guarantee that. But if you're willing to pay, I'm open to it. Of course, we don't work cheap. And the contract's already signed.
I can't have more contracts.
This would be a second deal, or perhaps an amendment to the first.
According to this, we'd have to both consent to the amendment.
You would?
So, what do you propose?
Well, Saphira, correct me if I'm wrong here. We'd like to go in there, find out why the bounty's been so high, what they really want from you, and you have some questions about your memory. So going in there talking is what we're really on board for. If things
Yeah.
start getting sticky and looks like they're gonna start trying to kill us and trap us, things like that, maybe we could get your assistance in getting us out of the city or something at the very least, to the best of your abilities.
Well, I suppose I have a couple of things that we can do. As long as I'm not going to be hunted by Leandro, I'm open to it.
Well, do you think Leandro would hunt you if he tried to kill us and then you helped us escape?
I haven't tried to kill you at all.
No,
No, if he tried to.
Leandro trying to kill us, not you.
Oh. If I cross Leandro Cervantes, I won't be able to work for him ever again. So you'd have to make it worth my while.
Fair enough. Well, you know Leandro really well. I mean, what do you think
No.
are the odds that he just... No?
I don't. Why would I
Don't
know?
you work for him?
I work for him. That's all. I take jobs to hunt people and return them. That's it. We don't have anything more than a working relationship. He
We still
pays,
pick up things about
I
him.
return. He's
Is there any
efficient.
sort of assistance you think you could offer without him being aware of your involvement?
I'm just trying to figure out whether or not you're like, you got a good read on him. Like, if we walk in there with Saphira, what do you think the odds are that he gets violent?
He's slow to anger. He's
Slow to anger.
calculating. And he is ruthless once triggered. I've seen him just consume someone's soul because they decided to talk back to him. Negotiations are not a thing. It's his way or no way. I work for him because he pays well and knows how to motivate. He will accept no for an answer, but he will not negotiate.
Okay, seems like something we can work with without getting our souls harvested. Gotta
The only
be...
thing I could do is if you are able to escape the throne room and get outside, then I could perform an ability to get us back to my ship. But that's the best I can do.
What would something like that cost us?
He smiles. Well, having me on retainer and ending relationships with Leandro Cervantes, because, of course, I won't be able to work for him ever again. It would need to be in a fairly high number. For example, the other half of the bounty.
Oddly specific.
Realize that without it, you're free to claim the other half of the bounty. I don't have to do anything, and you would be left with Leandro. I would take half the coins and leave. Without having to do anything, you would have to face off against him alone.
Alright, wait, the contract says full value of the bounty, and then you pay half. So you can't just take half and leave.
I would give the other half to Saphira, of course, and then I would leave.
Ah, okay. I thought you were saying you just take half from Leandro and then dip.
Saphira, I think this is your call. It is your bounty. I understand it's a lot of money, but I also know the information and then your life is also pretty important. But this is your call to make here.
Saphira muted.
Oh, whoops! I missed.
No, just
I'm sorry?
I haven't said anything
Okay.
Thinking.
Saphira left while we were arguing.
So he was like, guys, what's up? I'm back. I got the full bounty.
So,
that is a very smart ploy by you, and not one that I wish to accept.
Fair enough. Well, I'm with you. Ride or die, Saphira. So.
It's expected, but fair enough. It's your call, Saphira. This is your rodeo.
I guess maybe we shouldn't be in this throne room at all. I don't know. Your thoughts, Saphira?
Well,
how are you going to get
I
paid
think
without going in?
I think if the rest of you can position yourselves as close to it as possible, or as is practicable, depending on the situation presents itself once we're there. I mean, we all know I'm quite fast if it comes to running.
I
So it's all
suppose.
pretty fast.
I guess we'll stay on the
Well,
outskirts
maybe
then.
not.
I would avoid running. Many of the fiends in the Citadel have a very strong prey drive.
We ain't prey. Probably the most fiends in this place.
Didn't know they were so religious.
I should have seen what I did to a Baylor before we got to you.
Indeed. You'll see more of them there.
So, Bren, you calculating back there? Having any good ideas for like an escape plan, maybe? Spell that might help? Anything?
I'm working on it. Give me a break.
I will say,
You'll
I'm
also
pretty
be
sure
ready in
Coin
case.
made a snapshot this morning, correct?
Did Coin make a snapshot this morning? I believe so.
Probably would have.
Wayne will be here in a second. He can tell us.
Let's work under the assumption that we have one. If not, let's say that we can have a discussion at this time about making one. I will say, at the very least, we should probably have Bryn re-up the Discord server and make sure Saphira is in on it so that we can actually all discuss things together.
He will do so as a ritual.
Perfect.
Now, what are we gonna wear to see Cervantes?
I was just thinking my armor.
So obvious. Have you considered? Now, hear me out. No mustaches.
I hadn't thought of it.
I mean, those things are like kind of shoddy disguises, though, right? Like, isn't this guy like super powerful? Probably be able to see through it.
Well, it doesn't have to be a disguise. It could just be an indication of the amount of respect that we have going into the situation.
I don't know. If I was like some crazy tyrant sitting on a throne that could suck people's souls out, I don't know if I'd be flattered by people walking in with silly gnome mustaches. But that's just me.
Well, kobolds don't get mustaches, so probably you just don't understand how important they are.
I would also laugh a little bit, but that's probably why I'm not the guy on the big throne.
Shurian
I just
kobolds do get mustaches, just saying. Have you ever seen a Shurian
They
dragon?
do?
Yeah,
Oh,
Shurian kobolds can get mustaches, yeah.
We haven't been over there, I don't think.
No.
I think a mustache would look bad on me.
You could try.
No.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, aren't we not even walking in there? Like, we're just gonna be on the outskirts. So, if everything is going according to plan, Leandra shouldn't even see our faces, other than Saphira.
I'm gonna be honest, I think if we go anywhere close to that place, he's gonna know all about us. I assume we're kind of gonna be close to Saphira. I personally would like to be within arm's reach, but you know, that's just to lend backup if you need a hand. It's gonna be your rodeo.
So I have this image I'm going to share because it's funny. Hope this shows up. Here you go. Coupled with a mustache.
I love it.
Oh my goodness.
Now I'm imagining Ruzid shaving every single day.
That'd be so annoying. I don't want to do that.
Why do you think I have a beard?
I am so proud of
you're
you
a
for getting
kobold?
your pet mouse a hat.
For the record, that is not my art. That is someone else's art, but it's really cool.
It's adorable.
Cute.
Well, are we just gonna rely on the snapshot and fast thinking when the time comes, or do we want to do any last minute prep? Because I don't think Aaron will let us take in a few days to get ready. Oh hell yeah, Coin, he's waking up.
I'm booting up. Hey. Yeah,
Welcome,
sorry, I had
welcome.
a buddy who was moving across the state. I was helping him.
Good. We're about to make some bad life decisions.
Oh? Catch me up to speed. Give me the spark notes.
Potion mouse.
Saphira signed a contract with McCain to claim half of her bounty by turning herself in, and she's hoping that turning herself in, and Lord Leandro isn't going to want to kill her or prison her forever, but maybe just talk to her or something.
Tati locked the other guy in a box on the outskirts of town, which we may or may not pick up on our way out of here.
We will pick it up on our way
Probably.
out of here. The question is whether or not he will be
Okay.
alive.
I can't tell if any of this is good news or bad news.
It's like mixed
Okay.
reviews.
We did have an offer from Aaron McCain to teleport us out if we could escape the throne room, if we
Oh.
gave him the other half of the bounty that Saphira negotiated for. But Saphira does not want to, and it's Saphira's call. So we're going to be winging it, it seems like.
Okay.
Current
Coin
working
was.
theory is to just sit outside on the outskirts of whatever this throne room is, and then let Saphira do whatever she needs to do. And then if
Alright.
shit hits the fan, we can try to help, but it might be tough.
Alright. I think I'm up to speed. I don't know if what you established Coin's up to, but I'm gonna assume he was so preoccupied setting up a new coin trick for the last hour that he's now gonna break out for everyone.
And fail.
I
fail.
wouldn't quit your day job.
He just turns a bag of coins upside down and they spill on the floor and
Nice trick.
closes it. Ah! Hold on. Give me another
man.
hour. I'll figure it out.
Is it
I'm
like
gonna
this?
take a couple things out of the bag of holding. Nice.
I'd love to hear your description of what you just pulled off.
Oh, I'm gonna pour out my noticeably smaller number of coins, half of which land perfectly on edge, the other half of which just kind of roll off, and I have to kind of chase after them.
Not bad. Not bad. Coin will quietly make note, which just means he's stealing the trick.
So, when are we gonna have to get on the road, Saphira, since you're saying this plan Rick is gonna execute, like, immediately or something?
I mean, pretty sure, like, howish.
Oh. Well. I guess we're going with plan stay outside of the throne room and hope something good happens. I don't know.
To confirm, Coin, you did take a snapshot this morning, correct?
Yeah, it can be assumed Coin always snapshots at dawn unless told otherwise.
Cool.
Or
Yeah.
unless the DM wants to like rule check it, but I do recall establishing Coin did it prior to
So-
arriving here.
That's perfectly fine.
All right, lead the way, Saphira.
Right, lead the way, Aaron.
Gladly.
So also, Aaron, could you tell us when is a good place for the rest of us to stop? Since you seem to know when that place is.
There isn't one. If you're
Oh,
going to come
Yeah,
with,
I kind of think we're all in.
if you're coming in, you need to come in. Otherwise, don't bother.
Okay, Sophia, you want our help or not? It's up to you. I'm willing to be by your side if that's what you want.
I'll accept any help you're willing to give, but if there's, you know, keep yourselves alive if it comes down to that.
Sure. You couldn't
Yeah,
get rid of me if you tried, but I will
This is
say
how-
I told you so.
I will. All right, we'll all be fine.
Okay. I trust you. If he's truly slow to anger, then I guess I'll just try to keep my mouth shut.
All right. So, you ready to go on up towards the Citadel?
What could go wrong?
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Lots of things.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how much is gonna go right. I'm worried.
There's a lot that can go right. It's going to be amazing.
So, as Aaron McCain takes you guys along a whole bunch of city streets, fiends, devils, humans, elves, Dwergar, dwarves, everybody parts to let you guys pass. No one challenges you. Saphira, you're walking right behind Aaron McCain, correct?
Yep.
Okay. As you pass along, you've never gotten this much respect. Ever. It kind of feels both good and daunting at the fact that everything that is normally going to challenge you is stepping out of the way, out of deference for the party. You come to the tall gates in front of the Citadel. Aaron looks over his shoulder at you guys. This is your last chance. I'm willing to just take her and fulfill the deal. The rest of you don't have to come along.
We couldn't replace her.
We need her.
Very well.
Not really an option.
Also, we physically can't drive the ship without her, I think.
Yeah, well... Yeah.
I-
Bruiser pauses for a while.
I admit I can drive a ship.
I'm admitting that Stockholm Syndrome isn't entirely made up, and there is a basis for it.
To be clear, we never said you drove the ship well. We just said we need you to drive the ship.
I don't know, it's actually been a decent
but-
while since
hey.
an incident.
Hey, and I helped us find. Oh, never mind.
Aaron McCain raises an eyebrow.
She hit a
What did
wall
you
once
find?
in the ocean.
We found wait, what he said? A wall, like a wall of rocks in the ocean. I found it, and fortunately, we didn't sink.
Uh-huh.
That will raise no questions.
You know,
It's a true thing that happened, though.
You know how it is over by Ryport.
Ah, so that was you.
A legend.
I think that was someone else with a different name, actually.
It's actually Sapphira, yeah.
It's
He
pretty
looks
common.
At you all. Do you really think that that works?
Depends on
Yeah.
We do it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll
No.
won't believe what the guards at the central wall will believe. tell him.
Probably. Now, when we go up to the gate, make sure you don't say anything, because the Baylors might just try to claim the bounty themselves.
Got it.
Should you be disguised?
Mustache.
You want to wear a disguise? That's fine. I won't. And if Saphira wears a disguise, it'll violate the contract.
I want him to see my
Will it?
face.
All right, here we go. And he turns, stands up a little straighter. And starts walking towards the gates of the Citadel. Following him?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
As you walk up to the gates of the Citadel, there are two Baylors, one on either side of the gate, up on the wall. One of them leans over the side, his wings billowing outwards, and you see him lean down over the edge of the wall, his head reaching about a third of the way down. In Infernal, the Baylor asks, "What's your business?" Aaron looks up and responds in common. "I'm here to see Leandro Cervantes, Lord of the Land. I have a bounty to deliver. I am Aaron McCain. Let me in." The Baylor takes a second and straightens up a moment. There's a hint of doubt in this fiend's demeanor. It looks over at the other one. "Ah!" The other one will pull on a lever and the portcullis rises, the gates open, and you are allowed access into the Citadel. As you pass underneath the enormous gates, you're able to go inside. Here, there is grass and fiends. You'll find yourselves at the top center of this map.
Shockingly cleaner.
The place is immaculate. There is no trash. There's no feces. This is very well cared for. The fiend that you see just off to the west here has a little shop he's set up. He sells a variety of skulls and bones, some of them human. There's a halfling one in there, definitely a couple kobolds. There's a collection of dragon's teeth. He's just a seller of collected parts that other fiends have brought to him in exchange.
Coin asks Bryn if there are any non-essential bones in the the frog anatomy. Like if I were to remove a lower rib,
That would be a bad
Price-wise-
idea, Coin.
what? Okay, I'll keep it.
Bryn looks at you very disapprovingly at the idea of removing a bone to give to a demon or devil.
Exchange for a bone, probably.
I'm just saying, how often does that offer come to his doorstep?
Have
A lot
you
of
ever read the
negotiation.
book?
A lot
If
of
you give a demon
negotiation.
a bone,
No, I'll have to get that one from the library.
He actually has a grung bone, and it is labeled with a name on it.
What
The
name?
name is Ben Eft.
sure did.
Okay. So, as you guys stand there looking around at your unfamiliar surroundings, Aaron McCain is going to start walking forwards. Try not to make eye contact. They thrive on being challenged. And Bryn's going to follow along. Just be glad you're not assaulting the place. All these buildings are full of these infernal overlords, and the Babao are just the minions of this place.
They
The
got,
dragonfly things.
I'm sorry?
Just what are those? With the big rabbit ears and the wings?
Those are the abhorrent overlords.
Yeah.
They look like this.
Coming, Kai.
Kind of looks at him for a moment. Turns around.
Now, up ahead, you'll see that there's 4 Baylors outside the gate. We're going to go up to them and talk. Don't draw any weapons, please.
I don't got any.
We know.
Don't smile.
All right. So, as you pass through the front gate of this, you then go here. You'll find yourselves at the top center of this map.
Oh, they're big.
Yeah, I don't think we would win that fight.
Yeah,
Well,
considering how many other people I'm seeing around the edges.
play your cards right, we might just find out.
You see arrow slits in the towers to the east and west. The Aranyes, the angelic fiends, the fallen angels, are standing guard in those side towers. They have longbows with barbed arrows, ready to shoot anyone who causes troubles. This is not the place you want to mess up. As you are standing there, Aaron McCain will speak to the nearby Baylor. Oh, for some reason, my Roll20 disconnected me. One moment, guys. It tossed me into the Saturday evening game for some reason. All right, I am back. He steps up. Let me in. Bounty to deliver. The Baylor looks at him with this one with a sense of recognition. Aaron gestures to Saphira to follow. And he steps up, and as he does so, the door opens. Don't go left, don't go right. They're triggered by anyone going outside the path. Bryn's going to come with. And the second door will not open until Tati is through the first door. So the first door closes and locks. The second door unlocks, then opens. And you find yourselves in the presence of Lord Leandro Cervantes. So, you've come.
That hurt.
Like his armor.
Good job, McCain.
Yeah.
You brought Saphira. Strange. I didn't think you would actually come How did you convince her? No bonds? You haven't bound her. What did he promise you to convince you to come?
Truth be told, well, he sweetened the deal a little bit, but I came here because I wanted to come here. Because
Indeed. That's strange.
I want answers that only you can provide.
Perhaps. You understand you're violating a contract by being here.
Actually, no, I do not understand that. Remember that contract. Thank you very much.
So you haven't regained your memories. Good. First, business. I believe I owe you these. And he slides a bag of gems across the table to to Aaron McCain, who will take it, look inside, very expertly reach in and scoop out half the gems and slide them to Saphira. We're going to roll a sleight of hand check for Aaron McCain. The 23, Leandro will not see this transaction happen.
I will. But is he like putting them directly like into my backpack, or do I need to
Just into a pocket of yours.
show it off? Okay. I was willing to show off my own sleight of hand, but you know, yeah, we're good. We're good.
Uh-huh. Aaron, stick around. You might want to see this. I'd rather not, sir. May I leave? Of course. And Aaron McCain will go out the door you guys just entered. Leaving you in the presence of Leandro Cervantes, Lord of Bourbon.
It's probably fine.
So,
Oh,
what do
did you
you
want of
remember?
me?
I want something that
Oh.
you took from me. But if you don't remember,
Oh.
then I might just have to remove it by hand. I've paid a good
Oh,
sum for you,
You know,
Benedicta.
no, that's not my name anymore.
It's the name that I know you as. You see, the Vallejo family and I go back quite a ways. And you and I, well, you understand, we go back a couple of years, a little more than that, between you and someone I knew. Now, I believe, without a shadow of doubt, that you have something that belongs to me, and I would like to have it returned.
Well, seeing as I'm a little bit short on my memories, I have no idea what it is you want.
The
Or
last
where it
time
would
you
be.
were here, you deceived me. You had already stolen something from the vault prior to having your memory erased. You stole something highly valuable to me personally. You then came here, and as part of a negotiation, had your memories erased in exchange for the care of your parents, who are still taken care of quite well. All their needs are met, and they are happy, as you could say. Now,
Where are they?
here in town, safe.
In this town?
Yes, in this town. One thing that I am is in control. No one in this town dares counter my will. Your family, Benedicta, are safe. They are unbothered, and they are unmolested by any of the fiends or devils that might exist around them. In exchange for this, you had your memories wiped willingly. If only I had known that you had taken the things from the vault, then I would have waited and claimed them. You are not to be underestimated. You've always been a deceitful one. Ever since you had your memory wiped, though, we instilled a little bit of programming, just a little, that allowed you to brag about your accomplishments, seeking fame across the world. You sought to become the most famous pirate in all of Toivoa, and nearly achieved it. You now rival even my grandfather, Don Ricardo. And what has it gotten you, Saphira? People chasing you, hunting you. You've gained a reputation, and are now tracked by hundreds of bounty hunters. It's amazing you've survived this long. You've fought off several of the weaker ones, but now it appears that you've negotiated with Aaron McCain, because you did not come here unconscious, and you did come here with allies. This was not requested, but was appreciated. You see, it's important for anyone who knows you to understand who and what you are. Tiefling, born of fiends and mortals. You think that you're special, and you are.
They understand everything about me at this point that they could possibly need to know. And they are still here by my side.
Really?
You speak as if I gained nothing. Well, I gained these people, these allies, these friends. And, plenty of fame to go along with it. A really big ship. And, well, apparently, whatever it is that you want so badly.
You've gained a big ship, not the Changemaker, obviously, because no one not even you with your ego, Benedicta, would claim that the Changemaker was a big ship.
Wrong.
So, do you have something in your possession that you might believe belongs to me? Because why
Lord
would you come
Leandro.
here willingly?
Oh, Lord Leandro. As we both know, I don't remember anything, but perhaps if I did, I'd tell you.
Well, I'm willing to restore your memories, but it will void the contract. After all, you understand that as part of the contract, your parents are taken care of. Is that what you want? To recover your memories, but lose the protection for your parents?
I think it's not about what I want, but it's about what you want. And what you want is the memories. I want them too, of course, but I lived these years without them.
Very well.
I would suggest that we if you give me back the memories, I'll tell you where I hid whatever it is that I took from you, and your parents keep the protection.
Not good enough. I want to know exactly where the items are now. Is that fair? For you to tell me where the items are now, in exchange for your memories, and then we can negotiate about the care of your parents.
We really don't want to give this guy what's probably his phylactery, right? I'm whispering. This is all in our heads.
Give me a moment to think.
Well, I'm trying to think that if we brought it with us, we would have had a chance against him. But we didn't, so now we don't.
I mean, on the other hand, if we had it here,
Just,
then he'd just be like, "Oh yeah, give it to me right now." Versus, I don't know, we could maybe do something with this.
so, just because Saphira would know, but I not have that information at the top of my head. But so what did we do with the things that we found in the treasure chests? Did we put them in the bag of holding, or did we leave
put them back in the treasure chest, I believe.
Okay.
Except the passage stone, I think one of you put the passage stone in your inventory. I'm not sure who.
Passage stone?
Oh yeah, we did. One of us took that. Probably Bryn, considering none of us remember doing it, and I was not there that week.
Is that a different thing from the Stone of Chronicles?
Yeah, the passage stone was the thing that lets us get in.
Oh, right, the ward thing. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Bryn,
the ward stone
because
thing.
Bryn was the one discussing its use case. So yeah, it would be on his character.
You double check. He's got that on there.
Because we definitely no. there's definitely agreement that we should take it with us, unless it's in the bag of holding.
It could be in the bag of holding. I think it is. Because it's not on his character sheet.
Maybe. I
Probably
only
better that way
remember.
because it'd be harder for Lord Leandro to know we have it.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
logical. Then again, maybe that means we didn't do it.
If it's not, because Bryn was the one who, like, I only
I'm
remember
very certain
when
the Brand had put it in the bag.
I'm fine. That's the most logical way to play it. That
Yeah.
he had it, but now it's there.
So, do we have an arrangement?
Kira takes a deep breath. And says, I still need one more moment to think. Out of character. Yeah, no, I know it's Saphira would do. It's a, we do.
Very well. He reaches into the desk and he pulls out a piece of paper. He holds it over the candle on the desk and burns it. As he burns the contract that Benedicto Vallejo had with him, you feel sorrow wash over you, Saphira. Intense sorrow. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw to hold on to your emotions and your bearing. Saphira, the emotions tied to Rosamund wash over you. You remember that you loved her, that she loved you, how she was diagnosed with a fatal illness, and how that you befriended the daughter of Leandro Cervantes for 2 years, forming a relationship, a real bond. You remember taking her out to the cove. You remember the delightful times that you spent on the little boats that you traveled on. You remember the picnics. You remember the delightful days. You remember the kissing. And you remember the warm embrace. You remember her telling you the secrets that Leandro kept in the vault. You remember her telling you about the phylactery that he had stolen, that he now kept in the vaults. You remember the plan to go into the vaults to acquire the phylactery. After all, with the blackmailing that could happen with such a thing, you and she could escape Bourbon and find your own way in the world. You remember the heist where you found your way into the vault. The gates and walls locked around you. You had already stolen the passage stone of Bourbon, and with the phylactery, escaped through the metal constructs. You found your way outside, safe. And then, already having an appointment with Leandro that same day, went in and had your memories wiped. The last thing you remember before having your memories wiped is the night before the heist. You and Rosamund had gone out on the sea. The little boat had flipped, and she drowned. As an act of mercy, Leandro wiped your memories and set you out in the world, not knowing that you went through with the heist, taking 2 of his most valuable possessions, in addition to the life of his daughter. He only knew that she had died, not that it had been your fault. Now, you stand before Leandro Cervantes, a pirate princess in your own right, allies at your left and right. You stand in the citadel of the most evil city in all of Reston, slave capital of the world, fiends and devils, here in the chamber with you, knowing that you and Leandro Cervantes are allies, at least if you return the 2 items that you stole from him.
Beer will take a moment to try and regain her bearings. Just every different emotion all at once sweeping across her. Her hopes, her regrets. So many regrets. Take a deep breath. Look him in the eye. I took more from you than I knew.
It's time now
Most
to
the
return.
most precious thing. I saw her spirit in the cove where we used to sail. Little ways the east from here. Not marked on any map, but I can't imagine that is completely unknown to you, but but when I was there, I saw her again, and perhaps you could too. I buried the treasure not so far from that either.
Is that where
That
they
is where I
are
left
now?
it. Yeah, that's where our spirit is, and where, well, urn, shall we say, is.
And what of the stone?
Is much closer at hand.
Hey, was the stone part of the deal?
Will you give me what belongs to me? Benedict of Vallejo.
I will. I'll Let me.
For the record, the player is thinking. It's perfectly fine. So it's just a pause.
It's some big decisions to be made.
It is some major decisions to be made. If you want to take a pause and ask for help, you feel free to. But otherwise, I'm just going to let Saphira handle it themselves until they ask for help from the party.
Okay. Uh, Alright, I've got a really bad idea, and I'm trying to think of how I'm going to execute it.
Sure.
That sounds like Saphira.
It does sound like Saphira.
Have it no other way.
I still kind of wish we'd tried the human cannibal thing, but it's fine.
So the first question is like about how big is the past wall stone? Is it like was it like small enough that like
the size of your
conceivably
thumb.
it could fit on? Okay. So like not big, so like too big to like fit on a ring, for example.
Yes. Well, unless it's like a ring pop or something.
Uh, which takes us to bad idea number 2.
Uh-huh.
Um,
I love that they're numbered.
When you start hitting 4 and 5 is when you start really worrying.
Oh, I'm already worried of just 2.
right. So I'll what I'd like to do is I'll ask for I'll ask for the bag of holding.
Bryn will give you the bag of
That's
holding,
where
I
we
believe.
decided.
Yeah.
That's where we decided the stone was.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm going to pull the stone. So, so there is so in the bag of holding there is a collection of gems, including some of them that are in a bag.
Okay.
So I'd like to okay, and there's a water skin. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find two essentially equivalent containers. So I'm gonna take like one of the bags and put the rubies from the bag of holding in it. And the other, I'll put the stone in it, and I'll take one out. Or I'm gonna take the bag of rubies out, and I'm going to accidentally, on purpose, drop it onto the floor. And as it hopefully unmistakably makes the sound of being gems, I'll sheepishly smile and say, "Oh, guess you know how Aaron McCain sweetened the pot then."
Smooth.
I'll take the bags, and I am going to attempt to switch them just as I'm handing it to him, to give him the rubies instead of the stone.
Okay, so you walk across the large carpet to him?
When you say it like that,
Here, we'll just put you guys on the battle map. Perfectly fine.
Yeah, it feels like it might be necessary.
Might be beneficial. I'm not opening the initiative tracker or anything yet. It's not necessary, but
Oh god.
I think that would not be a very long initiative, you know. Well, it wouldn't be open for long.
I mean, we shouldn't just let it go alone, right?
Do we have a choice?
Come on, walk with me. Come on.
I mean, if they're not stopping us, I don't see
Yeah,
why
right?
we wouldn't follow up.
you watch the two guys with the purple auras off to the sides. They have something prepared in case you do something foolish.
I'm sure they do. That doesn't
Can
shock me at
Coin
all.
do some sort of insight or perception check on that?
It would be an Arcana check.
I want to take a gander at these guys. They look cool.
He would probably not land it, but he'd still try.
What?
Okay, with the 19, you do not know what spell they would be casting. So, we're going to show you pictures here, a little picture show, which is fun.
With the 19, do I know what color the magic is? Is it like a sparkly blue around his palms?
It is purple,
Okay.
and it is wrapped around their horns. So, the women that are medium size, they look like this.
Whoa,
Let's show that for you guys.
got some cool armor on.
Yeah. The guys with the purple auras look like this.
Whoa. Creepy.
The two people that are currently on the sides of Leandro Cervantes look like this.
Also
Glowing.
creepy. They got some weird proportions.
Got them pole noodle arms.
Yeah.
Wacky waving inflatable tube man.
All the thing for whacking with.
So as you
Got some
stand on
good
the other
reach.
side of the table, he looks at you.
Right.
Does Coin have inspiration right now? They're asking.
Okay, Eric,
Yes.
indulge me. I don't have an
Yes, sir.
inspiration, but
Uh-huh.
if you'll allow me to gamble, and if I hit a nat 20 on a coin trick right now, yes or no?
For
Is
what?
that on the table? To earn an inspiration.
Oh, no, they grant you inspiration from Twitch chat right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna do the
For
coin
your-
trick for them then.
For your
I thought
wacky waving inflatable arm.
I thought Jordan was asking for an inspiration. I was trying to
No.
pull one out of thin air. Coin will do
No.
a trick anyways, and he like, when he started walking through the room, he threw a coin up, and then he just caught it when he got over here. He
The
was making sort of
fiends
a rainbow of coins.
are unimpressed by this, even though you're putting on quite the show.
Everyone's a critic.
Yeah.
Everyone's a critic.
He'll like open
Leandra-
his pocket and all the coins fly in.
Okay.
That's it.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right. So, Saphira, you have walked across the entirety of the rug. Can I get a perception check from you as you did so? Ruzid, Sison, and Saphira can each roll this. Coin, you can also roll this.
Yes. Trapped.
Thank you, Saphira, for rolling your die. Seatoad Coin and Sison, you guys don't notice anything other than what you see at the moment.
Oh god.
Yep. Seems right.
So, Saphira, you've walked up to the table. What do you want to do?
Either way, it's a pretty impressive operation you got here with the, and I lower my voice, the frenzy.
And it means to an end.
Oh,
It's not our primary operation. And it's something that's distasteful. But it serves a purpose and keeps someone off my back.
Oh.
Now the stone.
a wild guess. But is that someone and kept on off your back? The same someone involved with, that urn we mentioned?
No. The stone. Now.
Right. There you go. And I am going to try and hand him the wrong bag.
We're so gonna die.
All right.
And maybe
So-
with a little bit of sleight of hand to try to make it not as obvious in the moment that it's the wrong bag.
All right, Saphira. Please roll.
Saphira doing a pro gamer move.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to roll my insight check here. And my insight check is going to be a 30. Nope. It's not with advantage. Not with advantage. He has a 22. Saphira, they're ready to give you inspiration if you need it. I did see your deception, so would you like to re-roll this?
Okay. Yes.
It doesn't beat speeds. I don't know.
No,
I guess it depends.
The
It's
deception,
contested.
and then it's my insight to beat it. So I have to attach to the sleight of hand. Technically, should go first, but all good. So
I
he's
see.
going to notice, and he's going to cluck his tongue. They are granting you inspiration once again from Casimir. With a 27, you hand him the wrong bag. He doesn't see the switch. He takes the bag. This is the stone. And he opens the bag.
Yeah. I thought that was gonna happen.
I'm not sure what the ideal outcome was here.
I don't know what the plan was.
He looks at it. I should have known. He closes it back up. You've probably earned this. May I please have the passage stone now? This will be the last time I ask. The next will be with a little bit of force applied. Am I understood?
Well, I can't blame me for trying. And surrounded by all of this, yeah, I'm gonna.
And for
I
the
am
record,
gonna hand
I'm
him
going to.
the.
You're going to hand him the stone?
What were you gonna say?
I'm going to warn you, this is a deadly situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saphira briefly looks at the back wall, considering whether she can make a break for it and asphalt through there, but seeing all of everything around them and being, I think it's a little bit too much to bite off even for her. So yeah, she will hand over the stone.
Thank you. And the urn, you said, is at a nearby cove?
Hi.
Would you mind pointing to
Who
it on
does
the
that
map?
belong to?
Oh. I don't mind telling you. If you don't know, even after reclaiming your memories, then I'll share that with you once you've revealed the location of the urn. Truthfully. And he's going to cast a spell. Anyone who would like to may roll their Arcana check, and I know Bryn will roll his Arcana check. With advantage, Bryn is going to get a 31. So, within the telepathic link, Bryn is going to let you know that Leandro Cervantes has cast Zone of Truth.
That was shocking.
I figured that's what he's going to go for.
Unsurprised. Doesn't want to take any chances with you.
Yeah, I mean, I will. I will point it out on the map, but I'm not going to mention out loud that I'm not exactly the best at reading maps or survival check based things, so I'm going to truthfully point it out to the best of my ability.
Please roll your survival check, sir. Or ma'am, I should say. Saphira's survival check to identify the correct spot on the map.
It is rolling, I think.
With an
Of course,
18.
now is when I get a natural 20.
Can we use inspiration to roll poorly?
That couldn't be the -1.
This might be the first crit I've ever seen Saphira hit.
Well, the Zone of Truth did more than just make the truth, I guess.
So as your finger places down on the map, ooh, and Bryn's not close enough, I don't think. Let's see, is Bryn close enough for a subtle silvery barbs?
I am.
Do you
I
want
can
to
do
do a
it.
subtle silvery barbs on Saphira's?
I am capable of casting a subtle silvery barbs. I
Do you
guess
want
Rizu would be able to recognize the situation. But yeah, I'll do it. So I'll cast subtle silvery barbs and kind of give Saphira a short look at.
Okay. Saphira got a 4.
There's the Saphira luck.
Oh yeah, it's right here. Of it.
Okay.
What's at the center of Bourbon?
He looks at
Of course,
you.
it's not at the center. It's like I look
Very
back at
well.
him.
Thank you for your honesty. Now, because you're telling the truth. There's no lie there. You're
Just
trying to be accurate, but we have established that you are bad with maps. We've established that throughout the campaign. Over and over and
Very
over
thoroughly.
again. Yes. He looks at it. I'll have a fiend sent now to collect it. And he nods at this person here, who will utter a message in Infernal as they do a sending. Now, for your parents, they are safe, and I have no ill will against them. They have never wronged me in any way. You've been true to your word, Benedicta Vallejo. I will do the same. Do you wish to have your memories erased once again? And I will take care of your family until they die of natural causes.
If I were to say no, what would happen?
Then they, without income and without protection, would have to find their own way in the world. And that I cannot guarantee safety in Bourbon as it is today.
Would you prohibit me from trying to assist them myself?
No. In fact, I would be disappointed if you did not. Because, Benedicta, you and Rosamund, I know that you had a relationship. I know that you cared for my daughter. And at the time, I was ready to call you daughter. I was ready to welcome you into my family, to give you my name, to become a member of the household of Cervantes. But you stole from me. You took that which belonged to me. And that I cannot forgive. So, I will allow you to leave, unforgiven and safe.
See more about that than what happened to Rosamund.
Rosamund died long ago. Outside of my control. And outside of yours. But your father Isaac and Emiliana are still here in Bourbon. If you want to protect them yourself, you will need to stay in Bourbon or take them with you. They'll be unhappy to leave, of course, as they have become accustomed to the lifestyle that I've provided for them. As they are happy, safe, and cared for. All their needs are met. Take them, and you expose them to a life of hardship. Watching their daughter hunted by whoever doesn't get the message. Fame seekers. I withdraw the contract upon you as of now. No one will continue to hunt you. Benedicta Vallejo, also known as Saphira, also known as the Scourge of the Seas, Pirate Princess. No one will be sent after you, and yet there will be fame seekers, ones who wish to test their mettle against the McCains, the ones who wish to chase the legendary treasures that you may or may not actually have acquired and hidden. Your legend is spread far and wide, Benedicta Vallejo. Now, it is your choice whether you wish to expose your parents to that legend.
No, part of me say that I think all of me wants to say that I don't know that I want them to know that the person that they've spent all this time out me, and but I'm also tired of my mind being messed with. I'm tired of everything being able to get its claws into me head and turn me around and manipulate me and use me and turn me against my friends, and I'm tired of it all. And maybe it's a little bit selfish to put that ahead of the ease and comfort that parents live in, but I can't do it. I just can't. Not anymore.
Good. It was foolish for you to accept the first time. You'll
I've
have to
been a
deal with
fool
the sorrow.
many times in my life. Perhaps it's time to stop.
You'll have to deal with the sorrow of Rosamund for the rest of your life then. You understand that?
I understand that. I understand that with sorrow and with pain, they're part and parcel of it, aren't they? You know, Armin, being yourself enough to care about someone, to love someone so much that it'll hurt. It'll always hurt. I think there's something dark but beautiful in that kind of love. And can't hide away from that.
Very well.
It will always be the greatest regret of my life, the greatest loss of my life. And there's no change in that.
Then I give you a choice. Because I am busy, as you know. I give you a choice, Benedicta Vallejo. You could walk out of here with these allies of yours and take the fame that you've earned as a pirate princess on the run from the best bounty hunters in the world, on the run from the Cervantes family. You can take that fame and roam all of Toivoa sail the seas, raid the lands, do whatever you will, live free. I, in exchange, will grant you back the wisdom of your youth. Alternatively, you can serve me, become part of the Cervantes organization, allow your friends to leave intact and unharmed, to go on their own way, and become a captain of your own ship with your own crew, selected by yourself, but in service of me. Know that if you do go off by yourself and choose freedom, the bounty hunters will never stop coming, even though they're not sent. The fame seekers will always continue. And you will always be hounded by people seeking the treasures that are legendarily in your possession or in your knowledge. Join me, and you will live a life of comfort and power. Famous still, and able to command entire armadas. What do you say?
Say, so to be clear, you're saying that I could just walk out to here now with me allies and with the wisdom of me youth?
Yes. Out of character, I'm going to go ahead and tell you the choices here. Okay? We're going to break character for a moment. Out of character, when you leave here, if you go to be free and continue being hunted for the rest of Saphira's lifetime, you will have your wisdom score taken to a 10 without the cursed item, as he provides you back the wisdom of your youth and removes the debuff that caused you to have such a poor score in the first place. Or you can choose to serve him and join the Cervantes family, effectively rolling a new character to continue the campaign with, as Saphira would become a captain of the armada of the Cervantes household, unless the party decides to also join.
Saphira will have... This is an easy decision for her.
Okay.
A cocky grin will overtake her face. Oh, if I weren't being hunted, what would be the fun in that anyway?
What would be the fun in that anyway? Ugh.
Let her cook.
I choose freedom.
Very well. Do not return. Good day.
Wait, Saphira, ask about the phylactery. Who is that?
I was about to do that actually too.
So who did that phylactery belong to? I'll be going soon. Just, a little bit of curiosity.
Once it's been recovered, I'll let you know. I'm sorry. I did tell you I would tell you, didn't I? Fine. It belongs to a woman by the name of Rafinas. A lich, a bard of great influence, who has died 1,000 times. I sought to command the lich by holding the phylactery at my disposal. Undestroyed, it allows me to blackmail her for my own benefit. soon, I will have it once again and be able to influence her in her interactions with political parties throughout Toivoa and the various planes. I appreciate the return of the item, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you, Benedicta Vallejo. I'm sorry. I will not call you that again, for you are Saphira, Queen of the Seas. Now be gone and return to your domain.
That I will give an extravagant bow, earn and leave.
Okay. And you guys can go ahead and head out, leaving Leandro Cervantes looking for the urn,
Yeah, good luck with that.
which is going to really suck for him because you guys have misrepresented without lying where the urn is.
Oh, he is totally going to try to kill us the next time he sees us for that.
So,
Okay,
It's a problem for
should
future us.
we hit the reset button anyway, though, is my question. Like, I don't know how it works. Do we keep all of our knowledge? Because if so, we could just do that and he would not have any idea where it is.
oh, he would keep all his knowledge too.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that's how that worked. That's a shame.
He does have no idea where it is though anyways right now. So
Yeah, no,
you're
fair
pointed in
enough.
the completely wrong direction anyways. Well, I guess it's time to check in on our friend then, now that we got out of that scenario.
Well, we should probably get Saphira's parents first.
Oh, that too.
We should hurry and find them. I should have asked where in town they were, but too late now.
Probably would have been a good.
I don't want to interject or anything, but isn't Leandro kind of the drug peddler of town?
Yeah, but it would be kind of foolish to try to oppose him directly in his throne room. That seems like a death
I
wish.
wasn't going to take him down, but if we were ever going to find a lead to where he's getting his stuff, probably would have been from him.
Hey, I did want to
Do we want to retcon
turn
a
it
bit?
there, but
Because we can retcon a little bit if you guys want to.
I'm only bringing I accept the premise that we have to go without it. I was only bringing it up for the sake of in-character coins establishing. Without that, we will have to find a new lead.
I mean, I
Very well.
completely agree.
I was
that
under the impression he was like, "Get the hell out of here," or I'm gonna get very pissed off very quickly.
Agreed. I didn't get the vibe we were gonna have a lot of combo opportunities.
Yeah, I didn't know how much we could actually get information from that. It very much felt like, all right, he's here for Saphira. We're like tolerated.
It might be worth Eric. Could be a nothing burger.
Sure.
On our way out, we were walked by a lot of stuff. Any chance we got eyes on like a crate with like, iconography of shoe, like some sort of indication
Well,
of like,
see,
they're
here's the
getting
thing.
imports.
Here's one of the parts that they didn't tell you while you were coming back. Would anyone like to tell them what you guys found at Juan Francisco Baleo's place?
A lot of
A
crates.
lot of crates of.
Oh, okay. Did anyone inquire to where they came from?
I took a quick look around and didn't see anything. I am just throwing it out there. I still kind of want to blow up this city.
We did inquire. We asked Juan, but Juan didn't know. He only knew that he was given it from the
That's
keep.
what he told you.
Okay.
Like he said his supply was coming from the keep.
Right.
So-
his supply is coming from the keep.
Like,
However,
So-
he didn't need to look at the crates.
Is that I don't know the situation of if the crates are around and Coin could go back and look at them, or if you could retroactively
Yeah. No,
assume
absolutely.
that Coin
I
did
love
make that
this.
observation.
Absolutely.
No,
I
no.
love this. So let me get through this one. This is going to be fun. As you guys go back to the shop, Coin, you walk up to the door as you want to go and look at those crates.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
The door knob has a long black sock on the doorknob. It's a very thin material, stretchy, kind of like a woman's pantyhose, currently dangling as it covers the doorknob, as if it was intentionally placed there, indicating someone is taking care of business within.
Are you sure these are frenzy? These aren't like prophylactics in there? No?
Oh, we're
Um,
sure.
Okay, does Coin know that like like he has to go through this door to see the crates?
Oh, you just get into the shop. You'd have to go through this.
Okay, Coin just knocks.
There's no response.
Waits a minute.
Good sound effects.
Thank you. Before Coin pushes any further, is there an indication this is like not active shop hours? Like they would be
It is
closed?
it is not active shop hours. You see no sign of life within the shop, but there is a
Okay.
sock on the doorknob.
I don't think Coin. I think Coin would respect that and not try to like annoy them during their downtime.
Huh.
He would, if there's like a window with sights to the crates or something, but he's
Tati,
not breaking in.
Tati, you gain inspiration.
You know, Tati, I still don't totally get it, but I gotta admit it works.
Huh? Coin looks back confused. Coin will like do the thing where he circles the building looking
Sure.
for a window to look in.
You find a back door. All the windows are boarded up. You already knew that. That sock is on the front door.
Coin will walk back to the party. Like, none of you happen to get like a sketch of those cargo crates or something, did you?
I'm just gonna try and lower my shoulder and just like go right through the door.
Okay. Roll your athletics check on this pull door. You burst the door in. The sock goes flying and catches across your face. You're able to knock it free.
You want to give someone a heart attack? Because that's how you give them need 2 heart attacks, really.
Listen, if there's anyone in here, there'd be an actual problem.
You walk in. The place is abandoned. No one is here. Coin. The sock was a deception. I need you to roll an insight check, please. Mr. Coin.
I think
Thank
he's caught on to. Oh, okay. I had my face in my corn purse while this was going down.
Can I get a d20 from Tati, please? Just a d20 from Tati.
Is Tati here? They've been very quiet.
Tati has been very quiet. I'm not sure if
Silence.
she's muted or not.
Crickets.
Tati is stealth.
Tati
Stealth
has
in the
gone super
shadows.
stealth. Okay. Well,
Actually, still in the throne room.
yeah. Hopefully not. Ugh.
the guy's like, so you gonna go? Just
Alright.
standing there.
Well, hopefully Tati comes back soon. All
Is it
right.
something you can roll on her behalf, or is it
Sure.
like specific to her character?
It is specific to her character, but we'll just roll it to see. 1d20.
Fair enough.
With the 19, you're not going to be able to tell anything from this. So you'll have to watch the VOD back, or they'll reveal it to you later.
That's fair. I was planning to after.
Okay.
Well, with this insight somewhat caught up, can Coin assume that he can just walk up to wherever the crates
Yeah.
are? No.
Yeah, you can walk up onto the stage. The curtain has been pulled slightly back. You can see that there are 64 crates behind the curtain, all
Okay.
with frenzy in them.
Okay. Coin's going to, pulling from his experience with cargo imports,
Yep.
exports, with even just wood crafting, the crafting of it.
Sure.
He's trying to get any indication of like where did these come from, what materials locally are they from.
Where do you come from? Where do you go? Right?
Yeah.
What's your choice of like
This would
insight?
be insight or history, your choice.
I'm gonna roll with insight.
Very well. With a 20. Actually, we'll go with 25 because you have seen these before. These
Okay.
crates, and we're going to go ahead and put you guys on the map here because that matters. So we're going to zoom out a little bit for you here. Zooming out. Awesome. The crates. You've seen crates like this before at the headwaters of this river in Australia.
Oh.
The crates are not intended for Bourbon, but are rather intended for Shimhaba. For Shimahaba up here. The crates were commandeered and stolen from a ship that was coming from Australia to Shimahaba.
And just to double confirm, this is Purple Frenzy,
It
not
is
just
Purple
normal.
Frenzy. Yep.
Oh, that's exactly what I was hoping wasn't the case. Coin comes to terms with this. He will relay to the party that these are clearly traveling westward from east, likely Australia.
So that's our next step.
I think most of you in the party will put 2 and 2 together there. But he'll turn to Sazin and say, I don't know how much you've heard about our venture to Australia.
I heard you blew something up. Was that over there?
Yeah, so you remember a while ago I told you we have experience blowing up drug labs and drug places.
I've heard rumors of that a few times, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, last time we were there, they were moving the Red Frenzy, and looking more and more like they're also the peddler of the Purple. So we might already know.
So it's just Sagaeos again. So he's still moving that crud.
It's that, what is it, a chromatic dragon? She's really
Rainbow.
shiny.
Yeah, prismatic dragon.
Yep. Very shiny. Lots of colors.
So we've been going in the wrong direction this whole time?
I mean, to be honest, he's absolutely stunning, but he's also like kind of a bastard, so it makes me really conflicted whenever I have to talk to him.
He does glisten. I wouldn't say the wrong direction because a lead is a lead. We had to come here to really know where it's. It would have been a waste if we went to Australia and he wasn't the source. That said, if we want to shut down this operation, kind of sounds like we gotta. And I hate to say this because last time we were there, we kind of got sent packing.
Hey, we're stronger this time. Maybe we'll be able to win.
But yeah, I get the feeling if Sagaeos doesn't go down, the drugs don't go down.
Well, good enough for me. And hey, at the very least, coming out here wasn't a loss. Saphira seemed to have learned a lot, and we can get this off the street, motioning to all the frenzy.
Hey, also, we won't be here so long, so maybe that one guy might still be alive.
Yeah.
True. So our options are set course straight for Australia. Maybe make a stop by Nausha.
To drop him off. I think, well, if he's still alive.
Well, we probably want to swing by the Longstriders Consortium to get a crew for the boat.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Also, we
Maybe
probably
he
should
can join
start
the crew.
thinking speed, because we want to get to the ship as soon as possible and start moving.
Yeah, don't we need to check out Saphira's folks, though?
Yeah, so we need Saphira's folks, pick up our friend along the way, book it back to the ship. But before any of that, we need to figure out what we're doing with this frenzy. We cannot just leave this here.
No, I guess we could do.
Is this a situation where Bryn would elect to do the sort of throw him
He
in
does
a?
not have rope trick available at the moment. I'm still not against blowing a hole in this city. This place is incredibly evil, slaver capital of the world, full of demons. I'd prefer if we could get close to the center of town and not the outskirts.
I mean,
but honestly,
not everybody here is one of them.
can
Yeah,
Coin?
You can't kill a lot of random people as well who probably
how many
deserve
people
it.
are still alive here? Honestly,
I mean, that one guy was still alive.
At least 2.
I'm not saying we don't get your parents out first. Don't get me wrong. And
Here.
hey, if we can get anyone else out along the way, I agree.
You're right. All right, I know that's not what you meant, but
Coin wants to make a ballpark
think-
estimate on the weight of just the Purple Frenzy, not including the cargo crates. So there's 64 crates. Let's assume Coin cracks one open, gets a gauge on like how many pounds are in a single crate.
There would be 150 pounds in each crate.
Oh, gee, okay. Throwing them all in the bag of holding is not an option.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, we can't just leave it here.
I mean, the sewage system is probably terrible already. Maybe we just, flush it all. Would it really be that much worse?
Yeah,
Do
that
they
totally
have a sewage system?
doubt it.
They
That
do
one
have
that
a sewage
works at
system.
least.
Yeah, there's a sewage system that works. Just not
Oh.
everyone uses it.
How far from the water are we?
From where you're at, it is a 8-block walk, which is why it didn't take too long for Saphira to come back after meeting up with McCain's.
Makes sense. Okay, wait, hear me out. What if we emptied out the bag of holding in here?
I don't like
fill it
where
up.
this is going.
We fill it up with frenzy. We take it and we suddenly dump it all in the water somewhere. Then we come back, we repeat that a few times, and then
Okay.
we put everything back.
The sewage, less likely to, no one's using that as drinking water. And while no one should
Drinking
be,
the ocean water. What do you mean?
let's be real, Rosid. Have you seen how clean their streets are?
Yeah, but you don't drink ocean water, Coin. I mean, maybe you do, but
Yeah, do you know who you're talking to right now?
like, if you're concerned about poisoning the people in the city, they're not drinking that water. Not drinking the ocean water.
I guess. I just can't think of an alternative to just dumping it in the ocean.
Yeah, I'd still be so down if we could somehow throw it into the center of the town, but
I don't like the idea of making that the local water ecosystem's problem.
I agree with that too. But how else are we gonna get rid of it? Because here's the thing: it's like a guarantee it kills a ton of people, or we destroy it and hopefully it doesn't, but it has a chance of doing it.
If you want to get technical, if you kill the local water ecosystem, which people hunt for food, you will indirectly probably lead to a lot of food poisoning or starvation or,
I'm still
a
in the camp of this.
trove of other problems.
Just try to hide it in this place as best we can and move on.
We can't just leave it here. There's no way.
How long until Bryn has his thing ready?
Tomorrow morning, I can do something.
I don't.
For the
wait,
record,
wait,
it's going to take 19 and a half trips to get all this stuff out to the sea.
That might
Doesn't
take
it
a while.
kind of seem like, why are we really in a rush? No one knows where our ship is.
Yeah, well, if they start combing, how far off was the pointing on the map?
Very far.
Okay. So it's not like if they start combing the area, they're likely to find it.
No. For the record, the Cervantes fleet goes past the cove on a daily basis and has not discovered it.
Oh, neat. Oh, okay, we got pretty good odds then.
It really seems like our lives are easier if we just camp out for 10 hours, 20
Well,
hours.
What are we camping out for?
So Bryn can just destroy them in the morning.
I'm not against that, or we could even use the hat and get a scroll for that spell. Because how often are we gonna? No, maybe we should save that. You're right.
If we are gonna camp out, I vote to get our drug dealer friend and have him camp out with us.
I agree with that, but I think before we do that, then we want to grab Saphira's parents.
I agree with that as well.
Just
Yeah,
keep someone around here to keep a watch. I guess the doorknob has been working,
I did kind of take down the door.
but yeah.
Yeah, for the record, there are 9.5 tons of purple frenzy in here.
We could definitely blow the city up. I'm just throwing it
That's
out
like
there.
that's enough to feed a Tarrasque.
It does
What if
not
there's-
seem practical to walk it to the ocean, and it does not even seem ethical to dump it in the ocean.
I don't suppose there's any way we could evacuate just like the good humanoid-ish. Yeah, any good creatures. That would be really convenient right now.
I think that'd be kind of hard.
What would be the
I
purpose,
think
though?
if they
Then we blow
have
up
a
the
way to
city.
get out, they probably
Oh.
would have done it.
That's what I think. How many like humans, I use the term very, very loosely, good humanoid, intelligent creatures have we really seen in this city?
Sazen, it's going to take us 2 weeks to figure out the philosophical undertone of who's good and bad in this city.
Yeah,
I
it's
hear
pretty
you.
much
I
that.
hear you. You're right. You're right.
I mean, how
Just
many
like-
drug peddlers are just like, were born here that could theoretically be, changed with time?
I do hear it's just the slaver capital of the world. Like, there's that. Think about the demons he's summoned. Think about just the things we've seen in the streets here. This place is just
Look,
I
we
think
can
more
come
harm
back
than good
and-
more good than harm comes from blowing it up. But
maybe
the
we can come back
logistics,
here another day and deal with all the problems. But for now,
yeah.
no. I think that we can wait. We can wait for Brennan to figure out his hat trick and make it all disappear. But I think we should really get going and help Saphira's family. We don't really know what the conditions are going to be now that the contract is over.
You're right. Let's get her parents first. That should happen.
True.
Saphira, got any leads? You have your memories back at least.
I will think about whether I. Okay, so the ideas that I have are first, I will think about whether I know of any places that Cervantes uses as like a safe house type of place. And my second idea is that perhaps we should, if there's any places that where it seems like the fiends might be active or moving toward at the moment.
Well, you know that if Leandro Cervantes was protecting your parents, he'd probably have to keep them close and in a less troubled section of the city. They are likely to be in the Citadel themselves.
That's awkward.
I
And then I need you to roll a history check, Miss Saphira.
Oh,
With a 32, Saphira, you recall all of the facts that your existence was a scandal to the family because of your fiendish traits. While he might have been your dad, he may not have been your father. Your older brother, Ronaldo Vallejo, and your two older sisters, Celesta and Anna Maria, well, they really didn't like you. You were odd and fiendish. Did you ever wonder why that was? Could it be that your mother had a relationship with a fiend and you are the result? Would you be welcomed by your family now? Huh. Is it really the family you want to go back and get involved with? You realize that Isaac Vallejo, your dad, was co-owner of a successful shipping business in Bourbon. You recall that Isaac Vallejo did a lot of shipping with crates. A lot of shipping with very large ships for Leandro Cervantes. Putting two and two together, the crates behind the curtain were probably brought here by Isaac Vallejo. Do you really want to go and visit your hateful family? None of your family was born with tiefling traits. You were the family scandal. You are the black sheep of the family.
I think that makes Saphira consider three things. First, that this may be a very important lead to pursue. Second, that wants to get at least a little bit of closure and make sure that the magic that was done to her memories, like to see to what degree the magic done to her memories affected her perception, if it did at all.
Sure.
Already forgot the third thing. Not even in character. um see. I think the third thing probably would have been related to those two anyway,
Okay.
but the answer is yes, that it like yeah, she would want to still try to find them. Oh,
Okay.
actually the third thing was even they would hate her. She did kind of just put their lives in danger, and like I don't think I'd want to be a type of person that just if I'm gonna endanger someone's life, I want them to know about it. You know, it's just little bit cowardly to just do it behind their backs, you know?
Okay. So how are you going to find them?
Okay, so they're in the Citadel, most likely, if they were being kept close to him. I know that when we went in, what we'd have to either convince the Baylors to let us in. Just fighting our way past them would probably violate so many terms of the agreement, and also draw in a lot more than we are probably prepared to handle. But if they're left to their own devices, I don't think they'll last very long. Let's see.
Okay, so Tati's going to lend you assistance, so you'll have advantage if you choose to remember the layout.
Okay, yeah, I would like to try to picture that in my mind.
Okay, let's roll a history check, please. With advantage. 23. Awesome. You remember that you saw a manor off to the east that looked fairly wealthy. It was inside the Citadel walls. But if Leandro was telling you the truth, and you have no reason to doubt that he was, that's where they would likely be.
Okay. And the wall. I recall the walls. I recall the walls looking climbable.
No, they are a good 40 feet tall with Baylors patrolling across the top. If you try to go up them,
I'd
you're
imagine
going
that
to be spotted and thrown off.
Imagine he already. Okay, so unless we have magic to get past them, I think. And it might just be to either go up and talk to them or try to distract them.
Bryn, in Bryn
Disguise.
fashion, is going to bring up the fact that he could do a sending spell, or we could send a message to them somehow. Because, after all, magic fixes lots of things.
Hey, that it does.
Tati recommends disguising as Cervantes or disguising as Aaron McCain.
Disguised as Aaron McCain, disguising as Cervantes.
Disguising as Aaron McCain, like, because he clearly has been able to come and go. We say that it's a job for Cervantes, and not to question those things. I imagine the information is pretty well siloed.
What does Coin think about
Okay,
this?
we could do
Let's go through the party real quick and see what everyone thinks. Because I want to kind of get a read on the party, if you don't mind, real quick.
On what specifically?
What do you think of Saphira going to try to find her family back in the Citadel?
Yeah,
In the
Spira,
Citadel?
I think that's kind of a suicide mission. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know you're a big fan of suicide missions and you like the danger, but if there's like 0% chance of success, I don't know if that's worth it.
Yeah, considering they were like, this is really dangerous just walking in, even with someone who's supposed to be there, I feel like sending them a message is just such a low risk way, which also gives them the opportunity to do what they want to do.
I'm gonna level with you, Saphira. I don't get scared by many things. Like Sageos, he didn't really scare me. Things don't scare me that often, but when I was in that room and I looked at Leandro, I was scared.
I think going back, Coin will say, like, I think going back there is impractical, if you want me to be totally honest. I don't think it's the worst place to look, but if they're going to stop caring for your parents, they're either going to just kick your parents out, best case scenario, and I won't, spell out the worst case scenario, but I don't think you going in there is going to stop it.
I guess the easiest way to describe it. Oh,
realistically, like I feel like keeping your parents in that, upscale place. No offense, it seems like like what are they getting out of that? Wouldn't it make more sense to just throw them somewhere lower in the city, or middle of the city, I guess?
I think
like, why not check
maybe
every?
A more mutually beneficial relationship than Leandro let on. Oh, you're right. On in there.
I mean, what's the best case scenario? You go in there, you sneak them out?
Would they even
I
agree to
think-
go with you?
I don't know.
Don't you think one of the first order of business that he's gonna do is, well, they're not in my care anymore, so he's gonna send someone to check on them? Break the news to them that
My-
they're getting evicted? Like,
think
you
you're
go
right.
in there. Oh,
I
okay, go ahead.
I think you're right. I think it could be a lead. Admittedly, there are deeply personal reasons that I would want to try to get them back, but I think this may be this they might be able to provide us with valuable information. But I think
I mean,
trying
if
to
time is of the
contact them
essence.
with a message is probably the best first step, though.
That much I agree with.
Tati, what do you feel about the situation? Because you've been really quiet.
I am so happy that Saphira has some more memories now, and I really want to meet Saphira's parents in a totally nosy way.
Okay. And Sason, what's your feelings on this situation?
It's once again Saphira's call here. I do think trying to break in there is going to be very, very dangerous and hard to do. So I think a message of some sort, sending or even just hiring someone else to go in there who's capable, could be a good way to do it. But back her up.
All right, Saphira, you've heard the opinions of others. What would you like to do?
I would like to try ascending.
Okay.
I'm writing down the message now.
Sure. Coin, can I get a performance check?
Yes, you may.
Let's go.
It's passable. It impressed the normal kids on the street.
Yeah, he's falling back on like the easy, juggling the coins act.
Sure.
For anyone who's seen it before, unimpressive, but to passerbys is quite a spectacle.
Cool. And there are fiends and people walking past with slaves.
Right.
It's not your normal everyday scene anywhere
Bit of-
else, but here in
Bit of a grim
Morban,
scene.
it's common.
God, I hate this city.
You should.
I think there's a scenario where we blow it up, just maybe not an immediate one.
I'm just saying, we're about to leave. We set a slow burning fuse. We walk out. I think it's a net positive. This place is honestly
Maybe-
vile.
Maybe we confirm where Saphira's parents are first.
Well,
then,
I mean, I assume we're taking them with us.
then we light fuses.
All right, Saphira is writing the message.
So
Oh,
I
sorry.
think I'm almost there. Just okay, so I think so. I'm also thinking if they do. Okay, I'll ask if they have means of escaping on their own, and then, but also, I think if they don't, we'd need to escort them from as close to the Citadel as we can get to without going in.
Okay.
But I'll first ask. Yeah. But is that something that makes sense to everybody else to try to do if they don't have a way to get out?
That makes sense.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to speak for Bryn because he's not here, and this does sound like Bryn. Bryn is willing to use multiple spell slots for sending repeatedly in order to avoid the major combat of the Citadel. So, just tossing that out there, okay?
Checks
that,
out.
That sounds like Bryn to me.
Caution.
Yeah, I'd agree for sure.
Reason.
All right. So what's the
Right.
first message we're sending?
Parents, it is I, child.
What up? It's your girl.
So
We must go.
So I
Come
think
to
this
the
is
wall.
23 words.
23
I would
words.
and I would want this to go to Emiliana.
Ooh, okay. All right. Cool. Sending it to mom, huh?
With Benedicta.
All right.
That's Bryn's the one casting the spell, not me.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
All right. So sending to Emiliana. What's her last name?
So
Because I know, and I'm waiting to make sure that Saphira remembers.
I did write down Montoya. That's
That's
more
what
her
I have.
maiden name, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's what I have. I have Emiliana Montoya. And she is the co-owner of the shipping business.
Yep.
So
I have that tab open right now.
you have that open right now too. So you realize where I've been getting all of this lore from.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Okay. For the record, for those who don't know, I'm just going to put a thing in here. Whenever we do a session 0 and people create characters, I give them a character questionnaire. This lore that we're hitting tonight was written 2 years ago by Saphira's player.
Yeah.
Throwback.
So
I love the memory loss thing, because then you never have to read what you wrote.
Genius.
all right, so Bryn is going to go, hey, all right, casting the spell, don't interrupt me. With Benedicta in
Okay.
Bourbon. Damn it. Protection's gone. Your protection's gone. Do you have
I'm
any
just
means of
disturbing him.
escape? If not, we'll provide escort from Citadel gates. You coming? A response comes back. Let's see here. Oh, how would I respond? Can I get you to roll a D100, please, Saphira? Just to determine.
Easy 100.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's a 17.
Damn.
Would you like to reroll? I'll give you one reroll on it, just because I'm being generous here. I want
New
you
number,
to
who
get,
dis?
yeah. This is the only one time I'm going to let you do this one. Go ahead. One more D100.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Coin
We want-
consumes a lucky to remind you to double check your work.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. All right. So you want to stick with the 17, Saphira?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to
Okay.
stick with the 17. All right. Oh, gosh. Let's see here. How would she respond? Oh, hot damn. Oh,
New phone, who
goodness.
this?
Yeah. Here we go. Ooh, here we go.
The number you've dialed is not available in your
No,
area.
I have to write it out here.
That was a
Please
great.
hang up. Or
Press 1 for more options.
You just start hearing cold music coming from
Yeah.
Bryn.
Get some elevator music going on the
Cool.
phone.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Love you. Haha.
That doesn't sound sketchy at all.
Sounds extremely not sketchy.
Anytime I get a loving message from my family, they always tell me to go somewhere alone and alone.
You need to talk about that?
Roll your insight check, Saphira.
I think Saphira is going to find that extremely suspicious, regardless, just whether
Sure.
just
Roll your
whether
insight
or
check.
not she.
Yeah.
I'm.
With
We will
advantage. That's
Make
fine.
a feast and celebrate.
Thank you,
Oh,
Saphira.
God. Please.
God, that's
I mean-
just like my mother.
I mean, even if Saphira believes the message, no one else in the party believes it.
You're right.
And will
Nobody
not
else
let
has-
Saphira do something stupid.
Nobody else has to believe it. But Saphira's got the emotional connection to family.
Yeah, as of like 14 minutes ago, she does.
Maybe things have changed.
It just seems like they want to just screw you over.
To be clear, Saphira, when I said that about my family, I was lying. That's not a normal thing.
For the record,
Is there
that
like
goes
verification here, Bryn? Do you?
Look, I send the message. I don't verify facts.
What's the caller ID?
It's giving demons are holding your family and are gonna eat them and you.
Oh no! Let's get you guys roll your insight checks, please.
I
Which think
am
optimistically,
trouble
maybe they're
I got a
just really
15.
terrible at protecting.
Yeah,
And
cool.
she's like,
Sison.
It might just hate her.
Dyson. Saphira's family wouldn't know that the bounty's been claimed.
Oh god. Also, wow, one of these rolls.
What
Yeah, we should
Trainwreck
probably
is?
tell them the bounty's been claimed. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense, and also that again, double down on the protection being removed.
Yeah, the family's looking to cash in on Saphira. They'll turn her into Leandro Cervantes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe
Good luck with
Saphira make another mock-up message real quick.
Come from a family of opportunists, huh?
I guess
they are willing to meet
y'all
you at the
aren't so
gate.
different.
They're willing to meet you at the gate. They did say that.
I mean, that is we could also just jump them, but I don't think that's really what the goal is.
Could
Well,
also
we could
just
also not
explain
show
it.
up unarmed or alone.
I see it.
Could just explain it in person.
I could disguise myself to try and look like I'm, or just conceal all of my weapons. They'll
They've agreed to meet you at the gate if you want to go.
The gate where there's like a bunch of fiends guarding.
Yep.
It's your call, Saphira.
Tati says, "Let's go."
Yeah.
I think that's good enough.
Okay. We're in face palms for the party.
I'm with you, Bryn. I'm with you.
Well, we'll hash it out in person. It'll be fine.
When Bryn watches the VOD back, he will face palm here. All right. So, headed out.
Like I would be worried if I thought that they were like if I thought they could bring me in.
I don't think it's them we have to worry about, especially when they have a ton of money.
Yeah, but fast.
Let's head to the gate.
All right. So you guys head towards the gate of the Citadel. And as you do so, you'll pass more fiends. And you realize as you're halfway there, you left the front door to the establishment broken in. And the crates visible from the street.
The curtain.
You pulled the curtain?
I don't
we-
know. I feel like we had just established we were gonna go to the gate. We didn't establish like what our actions were as we left.
Okay. Do you want to do something before you leave? We can backtrack.
Prop the door back in place, put the sock back on.
Knowing that we intend to wait for the morning,
Okay.
Coin would do some form of preparation to make the place blend in. He
Okay.
might even. This is tricky. So we're trying to go to the gate, but are you guys trying to head back to the ship ASAP?
No, not really. Yeah, we're
No,
going to
no,
the gate.
we have to take care of the stuff in here. Don't forget.
That's why I'm asking, because like going to the gate, we're going back into the city
Like,
afterwards.
The current game plan is go to the gate, then go pick up one, then go take a long rest, then destroy the frenzy, then leave.
But we're gonna need a secondary like hideout because I don't imagine we want to bring her parents to where the drugs are.
Oh, I know exactly where we can find one of those.
Okay, maybe
It's,
there's a situation where
it may
maybe
give us
like
a
me and
bit
Bryn stay here
awkward.
to keep an eye on it while you guys handle the parent situation. Or I mean, I can stay too, but gonna need an extra
Yeah.
set of hands.
I worry a little bit about splitting up too far, but I agree. I would like some sort of guard on this.
Is that in Bryn's wheelhouse to do any sort of ward on
Order
this?
illusions or something.
Let's see. What's
I know he doesn't
got
do big
currently?
illusions, but
Um, he has Mordenkainen's Private Sanctum. You can cast that. Takes him 10 minutes.
what's that effect?
Do-do-do-do. There you go. He makes it so that sound can't pass through the warded area, and he can prevent sensors from getting through it, and creatures in the area can't be targeted by divination spells. Nothing can teleport
Oh.
into or out of the warded area, and planar travel is blocked. So anyone trying to teleport the goods out would be unable to do so.
That seems perfect, as a matter of
I
fact.
seem like in my head, Bryn can do some magical preparation while Coin, reinforces the walls, locks the door,
Sure.
and just keeps guard with Bryn while he's preparing Private Sanctum. So I would say both of them stay behind while the rest of you head out.
And for the record, I just checked.
Oh,
He
and-
can cast the rope trick. He has relabeled it to out of bounds glitch.
Wait.
That's
Oh, that's
amazing.
hilarious. Wait, we should just do that. Let's blow it
I
up.
mean,
and then go.
it might be easier to just say that that's what Bryn and Coin are doing. Then
Okay.
they're just loading all of the crates in there,
Okay.
or
We can do
whatever the
that.
process is.
Sure. Yeah, seems great.
All right. So while Bryn and Coin load up the glitch with the crates, the rest of the party is going to head off. Yes? Was there something that you wanted to do before
I
leaving?
would. Yes, I would also like to place my half of the bounty in the bag of holding because I not want it on hands when we attempt to confront my parents because they want to turn me in. They might try to take that from me.
Sure.
Bryn will load that up.
Yeah, Bryn loads it up. So go ahead and put that in there. Awesome. Cool.
I can
So-
update it if you want, or you
Yeah, go ahead.
I
just
got
have
it.
it. Okay,
I'm not touching it. That's up to you guys.
just checking.
All right. Well, I don't have time to get you guys through that encounter of meeting mom and dad. We'll be covering that next week with the next episode of the Toivoan Trainwreck. I hope you guys are enjoying the story. We do have a lot to cover next week as well, because meeting up with mom and dad, at least mom, is going to be very interesting and revealing as far as what's going on with their relationship and on the big scale, and what else is going on with Saphira and them. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for choosing me to be your GM. I know there's a ton of amazing ones out there. I'm very thankful that you choose me to be yours.